tablet died. I did not know that mother was gonna die. So YouTube did not penalize me trying to think that I'm you know what I'm saying, whatever y'all be going, cause I know y'all deadline lives at a certain point. So please don't do mines like that, cause I was not trying to end that one. But I felt if I didn't, y'all wasn't gonna see more people, cause of the trajectory of the stream, bro. You done doing that freaking peanut butter. Oh man, it's freaking wow. Top, man. Ain't no cap, boy. That first comment, boy, that man threw me all the way out, bro. That boy tripping. That boy think a furry mean minor, boy. Get the hell out of here with that. We living in a freaked out ass nation, boy. It's gotta be Sodom and Gomorrah, boy. It ain't natural. It just ain't. You know what I'm saying? People weird today, boy. And they think that's good. You know what I'm saying? Like it's one thing if you just picking up a frog or something, right? That's a normal type of weird. But nah, we live in today's type of time where people like this mud real life sexually attracted to animals, man. That's wild. That's what the whole furry movement programming y'all for, but y'all thinking it just means to be expressive as an animal. That's not what it means, bro. Some of y'all children just doing stuff because y'all don't even know what it is. Dude talking about some minors of furries, bro. Hell no, bro. Get out of here with that weird shit, dude. I can't even draw an animal on YouTube without somebody joining in talking about some furries, bro. I don't think that shit weird. If you think you an animal, boy, you got to be smoking penis. You not an animal, boy. I shouldn't be having to have this conversation with some children, bro. I shouldn't have to be telling you you're not an animal, bro. You shouldn't be running around making masks and trying to be an animal, bro. That's not funny. That's not cute. That's not cool. That's not none of that, bro. Don't be a dork. Picture yourself doing something as an adult. If you can't do it as an adult, bro, it's not okay, bro. Shouldn't be dressing up like an animal, running around your front yard wishing you was a wolf. Don't be a dork. Only dorks do stuff like that, bro. You would never be a wolf. You would never be a dog. You would never be a cat. I shouldn't have to tell you this. Just make me it get me so heated, bro. When oxymorons be oxymoron. God dang, boy. I would have never, ever, ever thought that this would be a legitimate thing. Like, come on, bro. I'm losing hope in humanity at this point. I really am. I really am, bro. I really am, bro. And people like, bro, you so narrow-minded, bro. No, the hell I'm not, bro. I just know something not right, bro. I'm not finna open my mind to something that's wrong. If you do that, then you do that, boy. I'm not doing it. Somebody walking around talking about they a frog. Boy, you are not a frog, boy. I don't know what dimension you think you living in, boy. You is not no frog. And do some of y'all even know the lifestyles of some of these animals y'all trying to be, bro? Like, that's a legitimate concern. You running around trying to pretend like a spider and you are a dude, right? I'm a spider. Bro, do you not know that male spiders get eaten after they mate with they spouse, bro? That's the insect you want to be, bro? You sure? Man, bro, I'm done with the nation, boy. Um, I lost faith in most of the youth, boy. I really have, bro. Cause when you tell people the reality, bro, and in today's time, boy, they do not like it. They don't. They do not like it, boy. They get emotional when you tell them the truth. Are you born with a penis? I told you you're a dude, and now you mad. Get the hell out of here, bro. You will never be a woman. Never. Being a woman is not about putting on a costume. You can't just put on a dress and be like, I'm a woman. It don't work that way, bro. You can't just cut your penis off and just be like, yeah, I'm a woman. No, bro. It does not work that way. I don't know who convinced you it worked that way. You're misgendering me. No, the fuck I'm not, bro. I'm calling you what you are, what you're born. Your parents named you Adam, right? I don't care if you went to the doctor, got your penis chopped off, and now you want to go by Wanda. It don't work that way, bro. It does not work that way, bro. You will always be Adam. If you a woman and you born a woman, right? It don't matter if you went and got surgery and now you got a penis. Now you want to be known as Dave. I'm not calling you Dave, bro. I don't care, bro. Y'all in the LGBT ABC 123 community can get mad all you want, bro. I don't care. Then the next line they gonna hit you with, oh, you homophobic. Man, y'all don't even know what phobia means. Do you know what phobia means? Like, I would have to literally, utterly be terrified of you for me to be homophobic, bro. Right? Arachnophobia, right? What is that? Arachnophobia is someone that is terrified of spiders, bro. Terrified. Okay? Completely uneasy around all spiders, bro. That's what it means to be arachnophobia. The phobia means to have the fear of, right? That's where the word come from. That's what the word phobia come from. So it's weird when the LGBT community, when they see somebody that's like, oh, when they say somebody that literally is telling them what they doing is wrong, right? They're like, oh, you're homophobic. No, the fuck I'm not, dude. I'm not scared. I'm not scared of you. I'm not terrified of you. You don't strike no type of fear into the heart of my soul, bro. What you're doing is wrong. Okay. Now me just telling you that, that's the fact of the matter, right? Can't try to act like somebody's scared of you, bro. What you doing is not right, bro. Some of y'all don't know what words mean, bro. Like I know some of y'all vocabulary is bad, and I know over 90% of the nation literally using autocorrect when they typing stuff, and some of y'all still can't type. That's when it really get bizarre. How you how you misspelling stuff and you got autocorrect on? You gotta be a real doofus at that point. I call stuff what it is, boy. I call it what it is, boy. I don't care if I hurt somebody's feelings, boy. I'd rather tell you the truth and you be hurt for a little while, and then you just get back up and be like, yeah, man, thank you for telling me the truth, bro. Then for me to lie to you and feed your lie, right? And then you find out the hard way that your whole life was just like a whole lie. Me or what it do, fam? Keep it real with people, bro. I ain't got time to be sitting there lying to people all day, bro. That gonna get exhausting. You gotta keep up with the lies. Man, I ain't got time to be a liar, bro. People can't handle the truth. They can step out my way, bro. Real talk. No cap. I just don't got time to deal with liars, bro. I figure out somebody got that repulsive liar disorder, boy. I cannot trust them. So you love my vids, appreciate it, family. Glad to see you around. But y'all, we just staying in the truth, y'all. So y'all gotta know the origins of where some of this stuff came from, bro. Don't be just sitting there doing stuff because everyone in your school doing it. Oh, everyone online doing this new trend, let me do it. Maybe it'll blow up for me too. No, bro. You better start questioning stuff. So if everybody jump off the bridge, you gonna jump off the bridge too? Come on with it, bro. What it do for the people joining in, y'all? We keeping it 100 million, bro. So if y'all not real, bro, exit the live stream at once. So you gotta go though, you sub. Appreciate you, family. Stay strong, stay safe, stay vigilant in this land, and enjoy your time on this earth. Y'all, we is literally walking in a land where majority of people are literally brainwashed, bro. And if anybody want me to explain anything that I say, bro, instead of assuming that you think you know what I'm saying, ask questions, bro. That's another thing that's wrong with today's nation, bro. Most people don't ask questions, and if they do, they don't ask the right questions. Real talk. If I say anything that confuse you, please let it be known, bro. Don't be sitting there trying to act like you got the brain capacity to keep up with what I'm talking about. Because the majority of the nation does not. And that's why they just try to act like I'm crazy. Yeah, you just some crazy guy online, bro. And when I pull out all the facts, everybody looking stupid. Real talk, bro. You gotta have the brain capacity to actually understand and comprehend what I'm talking about, bro. I ain't got time to waste stuff to people like talk to people that's they mind wasted, bro. I ain't got time for that, bro. For example, like say for example, if you don't know how to make a cake, if you never knew what yeast was, you never knew what flour was, you never knew what sugar was. If I mention sugar, flour, or yeast, it's gonna be like I'm speaking French to you, bro. So if some of y'all don't know what the Freemasons are, who they really work for, when I talk and expose what they really got going on, it's not gonna make a lick of sense to you, bro. Cause you are not learned, you have not studied, you have not trained to show yourself approved. And I tell people, bro, you need the Holy Spirit to interpret the Bible, bro. You can't just read the Bible and know what it's talking about on your own. You're not that smart. The Bible literally says lean not on your own understanding. It says that. It's called the Holy Bible, bro. You know, I lost some people with that. They like, bro, what you mean? I read the Bible, I understand it perfectly fine on my own. No, you don't, dude. Because when I start talking about the complexion of Jesus, how he looked and stuff like that, and then people acting like the Bible never mentioned it. The Bible never mentioned how Jesus looked. Yes, the hell it did. Go read Revelations chapter 1. Go read it. It tells you how Jesus looked. It describes the Son of Man. Go read Revelations chapter 1. Jesus is not some white dude with brown hair running around finna go sing Kumbaya. He's not some hipster dude. I seen one person make a post about Jesus, and I just politely put, hey man, that's not how Jesus looked. Go read Revelations chapter 1. And some people like, it don't matter how he look. Yes, the hell it does. Okay? You wanna know how? Alright, say for example, your dad left to go somewhere. Alright? If you forgot how your dad looked, right? And if some random guy came back trying to pretend to be your dad, so does it not matter how your original dad looks? Wouldn't you need to know how he looks so you don't follow a stranger to your demise? Same concept with Jesus, bro. You can't say it don't matter how Jesus looked. Only oxymorons say stuff like that. It don't matter how Jesus looked. What next? We don't got to keep the commandments? That's what you're going to say next? We don't have to keep the commandments? It's highly important how Jesus looked. Highly important. Can't say nobody ever seen Jesus. Because now you're lying. Now you lying. You gotta break out these weird traditions that people trying to keep going on forever and ever, bro. You can't serve two gods, bro. You can't. You can't celebrate Valentine's Day and then try to be like you believe in God. Valentine's has nothing to do with God, boy. That was a love spell. AKA that's formerly of lust. That's what Valentine's Day is, bro. It's a day of lust. It's a lust ritual. It's a huge orgy, bro. That's what it is, bro. It's a nationwide orgy, bro. Hey, everyone might not be getting in the same under the same roof, under the same building, and they're throwing a huge orgy out. No, bro. This means like say for example, if 20 people in my neighborhood celebrate Valentine's Day, and we go like a neighborhood down, 50 people in that neighborhood celebrating Valentine's Day, so on and so forth, right? What you think finna happen at nighttime with most of them couples? And those most cases is people that's not even married that celebrate Valentine's Day, bro. Real married people don't celebrate Valentine's, bro. Legitimately married people don't celebrate Valentine's. You wanna know why? Because love circulates all year round. It's not supposed to just be, oh, this one day where I show you appreciation. If you're a child, you definitely not supposed to be doing anything in anything relation correlation to anything that's sexual. Some of y'all be in middle school. I got a Valentine's Day, bro. Get the hell out of here, bro. You ain't even hit puberty yet. You can't even spell hippopotamus correctly. You can't even clean your own ass right. And you talking about something, you got a girlfriend. Bro, get out of here, bro. You like 10. That's not your girlfriend, bro. You like 10, dude. If you a child, you need to be worried about learning stuff, bro. Because ain't nobody going to want to be around you if you don't know nothing, dude. Only people that's going to want to be around you is people that's going to waste your time. Mark my words. They going to waste your time, man. That's why I do tell people, bro, I don't got time to play with people's children, bro. And when I'm saying it like that, I'm saying it in the sense of if somebody's child is unwise, bro, I do not have time to sit there and try to teach them stuff, bro. Some of this stuff is stuff that your parents supposed to been went over this with you, bro. You supposed to been figured out the truth about some of these holidays, bro. Now, if I start talking about Christmas and how you not supposed to be celebrating it, don't paint me as the bad guy. Don't try to make me look like the Grinch, right? Christmas. Where did it originally come from? Who did it originally pay homage to? Oh, Christmas. That was a whole holiday paying homage to Nimrod. It didn't have nothing to do with Jesus. The westernized region just adopted it and mixed it in with Jesus. Christians, real Christians, bro. We don't celebrate Santa Claus, dude. We don't care about Kris Kringle and Kris Pringle and the elves and Rudolph, and we not sitting there finna wait till next year to watch the Rudolph specials coming on the show, bro. We not finna watch magical reindeers fly around the sky when God told us that magic was evil. Did God or did he not say that witchcraft is evil? Magic goes into witchcraft, does it not? Even if you played the little card game called Magic, it's all about spells, witches, monsters. Okay? You can't say that you follow God and you like to do magic. Okay? That's evil. Okay? What next? I might as well just join the choir with Satan next. If we doing that, right? Some of y'all not real Christians, bro. And then when a real Christian tests you, you talking something, judge not, bro. You can't judge me, bro. Get the hell out of here, man. All right, if you was a basketball player, you claim to be a basketball player. If I checked you, you know what I'm saying, and I noticed that you don't play basketball, and I told you you're not a real hooper, boy, you can't get mad at me. You don't know none of the fundamentals. You don't practice none of the fundamentals of the game. So if you call yourself a Christian and you're not keeping the Sabbath day, you're fake. You're a fraud. You call yourself a Christian and you think it's okay to take the Lord's name in vain, you're a fake. You're a fraud. If you call yourself a Christian and when Halloween come around, you ready to dress up and be somebody you're not, you're a fraud. You're a fraudulent Christian, bro. You making all the real Christians look bad, and you confusing people that's not real Christians. You confusing them. You don't know how you confusing them? Because what's gonna happen is, say for example, let's say a dude named Cosmo claimed to be a Christian, right? But he's celebrating Halloween, Santa Claus, Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day. Guess what? People that are not Christians, they're gonna look and be like, "Oh well, some Christians do celebrate Halloween. So what you talking about, dude? What do you mean? Some Christians they do celebrate Valentine's Day. My grandma, she's a Christian. She got the Bible and she celebrates Valentine's Day. What do you mean? It's gonna confuse people, bro. And the reason why I bring it into perspective like that, and I put it into another perspective, is called parables, so y'all can understand. For example, if we seen somebody double dribbling, we're not gonna call them a basketball player, are we? If they running out of bounds with the ball, they throwing the ball in the wrong goal. You know what I'm saying? They playing defense on their teammates. We're not gonna call that person a basketball player because they're breaking all the fundamentals of the game. Okay. So when it goes to Christianity, why is it that so many people think you could break the fundamentals of Christianity and then you still could be a Christian? Don't when I put it to you like that, don't it make a whole lot of sense? And what's up for the person that joined in, y'all? I just had to say that before I, proceeded, bro. If you don't understand something, you learn. Okay? Only way to learn, you know what I'm saying, is to comprehend. But when it comes to the spiritual kingdom, comprehension is given by the Holy Ghost. So if what I'm talking about right now doesn't make a lick of sense to you, you might want to literally check your relationship with God. Real talk, bro. Well, you're not God. You can't tell me that. That wasn't nobody but the devil in you saying that, bro. If God gave us all these commandments, He ain't do that just for the fun of it, bro. He ain't literally write out all them commandments just to be like, yeah, y'all don't got to do that no more, bro. Yeah, Jesus died and arose again. The death and resurrection of Jesus was literally to give a way for anyone that was a sinner that wanted to change their lifestyle, and they could change their lifestyle and put their faith in Jesus Christ and they will find salvation. Jesus ain't come to do away with the commandments. Even He said that. He said, I didn't come to do away with the commandments. I came to fulfill them. He didn't come for the righteous people. He came to help the unrighteous. If I'm already in the ways of righteousness, I don't need Jesus' help in that sense, right? Yeah, he's the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords. Yeah, we adore and favor his his leadership and how he moves and how he sets things into play. But when you need something, that means you don't have it. So for you to call yourself a Christian and you say you need Jesus, you need to check your faith. That's all I'm saying. If I needed salt for a recipe, that means I was lacking salt. If I needed to go to sleep, that means that I was sleepy, right? That means I didn't have that sleep. So when people say when they claim they, follow Jesus and then they be like, I need Jesus, the same people that know good and well, they don't got Jesus for real, bro. Then people go around singing that quote unquote Christian song, I need thee, oh, I need thee, every hour I need thee. Woo, woo. Y'all know how the song go, right? Y'all know that song. If you've been in the church, you know what song I'm talking about. So if you already have Jesus, shouldn't the right shouldn't the right terminology be, you know what I'm saying? Shouldn't the right terminology be, I will keep thee? Someone said I see it. I would say cool dragon, but I don't see any wings. Not all dragons have wings, dude. Don't be such an idiot, bro. Does the Komodo dragon have wings? No, it doesn't. Okay. It's Komodo dragon. Don't be such a dork, bro. I'm just saying, I don't got time to play with people's children, bro. Real talk. Just a bunch of smart asses, bro. Oh, I would say cool dragon, but hey, I don't see any wings. Komodo dragons don't have any wings, so this dragon don't need wings, nigga. How about that? Just saying, bro. Some people be real nitwits, bro. What next? Oh, if I draw a penguin not flying, you're gonna be like, oh, well, it's supposed to be a bird, but it's not flying. So I would say cool bird, but hey, you didn't get put any wings on the penguin, dude. I would say cool. I would say cool. Come get the fuck out of here, bro. Real talk, man. That curse was evil, bro. So if you evil, bro, you gonna catch it. I don't care. That curse was evil, boy. If I see somebody put a comment with ill intent, boy, you finna catch that heat, boy. Don't see I'm a Christian and try to play games. But think it's real. Your attitude sucks. Yeah, I told you you're a demon. Ain't nobody fatigued, boy. Get out of here. Go on somebody else's live stream, bro. Cause you're not wise enough to be here, bro. Real talk. Go listen to NBA YoungBoy or something, whatever you be doing on your spare time, bro. Cause nah, bro. You not it, dude. You not it. You go get a life, dude. Real talk, man. I ain't got time to play with people's children, dude. I really don't. Cause you came undirect, my boy. So you when I check you, you can't be like your attitude sucks. You the one that came with the shitty attitude first, dude. Did you or did you not try to like literally make fun about the dragon, right? And then when I brought up how Komodo dragons don't even got wings, so why should this dragon need wings too? Now you just looking like an idiot, bro. Don't worry, God gonna get you on Judgment Day, bro. God gonna get you on Judgment Day, boy. Cause we ain't got time for that. A lot of these concepts, bro, people they not gonna catch on, they not gonna understand, bro. It's gonna be like I'm speaking French to them. It's wild because a lot of y'all should know, bro. If you read the Bible, bro, study Hebrew, bro. Yeshua Hamashiach, he spoke Hebrew. He spoke every language to be technical, but he was a Jew. Some people know he spoke Aramaic. Some people know he spoke Hebrew. And he knew how to speak the Greek tongue too. And what's wild is, bro, when some people poke a bear with a stick, bro, and they get bit, they try to play the victim, bro. You cannot play the victim. It's just like how I laugh at some of the children that get eaten by the animals at the zoo. I laugh at them. You might be like, that's heartless. Why would you do that? Well, maybe if Tommy wasn't throwing rocks at the bear, thinking he wasn't gonna fall in the habitat of that bear, and then that bear get a hold of him, yeah, I'm gonna laugh at him, dude. Some of y'all treat animals like crap. And when the animal come at you, now you trying to scream and act like it's such a beast now. Be the same thing with Christians, bro. So a lot of people that's not Christians, they thinking like, oh, Christian means a pacifist movement. We don't ever fight. We don't ever do any of that, bro. Y'all better go read the Bible, boy. Go read about the Israelites, boy. We love to fight. The battle that is not ours, that's the battle between Satan and God. You know, that's the battle that's not ours. You feel me? So I'm not finna sit there and just try to fight the devil now. I'm not strong enough to beat the devil. Hey, I'm humble enough to say that, bro. Some of y'all such nitwits. You acting like you strong enough to beat up the devil, boy. You could get the fuck up out of here with that one, boy. You were not strong enough to beat up the devil, boy. Do you not know how strong the devil is, bro? Yeah, that turns somebody off. Yeah, what you mean? I'm not strong enough to beat the devil. Bro, the devil can beat if every earthling combined our strength and we tried to fight the devil, bro, we would lose. And that's just coming from the standpoint of strength, okay? People out this mud, they so high, they acting like they so high and mighty, bro. They don't understand what I'm talking about, bro. What do you mean, nigga? I can't beat the devil. You lost me now, bro. No, listen what I'm saying, okay? Strength wise, we are not strong enough to beat the devil. This is why God says the battle is his. It's already won. Because we can't beat the devil. Don't be stupid, bro. Let God do that. Our job is to just conquer, live the life that God told us. That's our duty. Take care of one another. That's our duty. Look out for the poor. That's our duty. Feed the needy. Feed the hungry. Those are our duties. We put on the armor of God so we protect it. That's our duty, bro. God ain't tell you to go fight the devil. You feel me? So everybody that's walking around thinking they could beat up the devil, they stupid. I'm just saying. I'm not saying the devil is the all-powerful, almighty. No. What I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, God is the only one that can literally beat up the devil, bro. Because the devil is immortal. If you think you could beat up someone that's immortal, you have to be smoking mad penis. That's all I'm saying. You can't beat up somebody that's immortal, my boy. You're a mortal, okay? Meaning you can die, right? Just saying, man. Some people, they not real spiritual warriors, but they don't understand what I'm talking about. I'm not saying this to give glory to the devil, bro. I'm saying you need to know your enemy, bro. That's the main reason me saying know your enemy, bro. You think God gonna challenge you with a enemy you could just beat, just casually, like a walk in the park? No, bro. God's gonna push you to the limit, bro. David had to fight Goliath. What you think that mean? Huh? Goliath was physically bigger than David, physically stronger than David. Way more combat experience than David ever was. These are just biblical facts. But with God, with God now. You feel me? David was able to conquer Goliath. He used God's strength to do that. That wasn't the strength of David when he slung the rock, right? He slung that stone. That wasn't David's strength. Even further validating what I'm saying, bro. You can't beat the devil on your own, bro. Goliath was a seed of the devils. He came from descendants of giants, right? That's where Goliath came from. He's from the city of Gath, Gath. That's Philistine territory. Just saying, man. A lot of people just be acting like you crazy. Nah, bro. Just what I'm saying is not the traditionally normality of what you have been prescribed at that point. When I go over topics, bro, I'm not gonna tell you stuff that's gonna be, some you could just, hey man, anyone can just look this up. No, bro. You need discernment in the kingdom of God, bro. You can't just be out this mud just, you feel me, just listening to everything. God's word first. I'm not gonna tell you something that's gonna contradict the words of God, bro. If I make a joke, I'll let it be known. Like, yeah, this is not legitimate. But if I'm being for real, bro, and I'm like, yeah, this is real deal right here. You feel me? That's when you should pay attention, bro. It's not everything about a laugh, not everything about a joke, bro. When it comes to the kingdom of God, bro, I do not joke about that, bro. I'm not finna be sitting here making jokes about Noah's Ark and how he was on the Ark and all. No, bro. Content like that make me mad, bro. When I see people making a joke out of stuff that was supposed to be sacred. Noah's Ark was a very, very serious moment, bro. Highly serious. Shouldn't nobody be making no jokes, no skits, no online videos trying to be funny about it, bro. Because it was not a funny matter. That was the wrath of God. You feel me? Noah escaped the wrath of God. So why is people online joking about it? It ain't no such thing as Christian comedy, bro. It's not supposed to be a joke. Anybody that's trying to make a joke out of Christianity, bro, they gon' bro, they will literally meet their maker on that one, bro. You don't play with what's holy, bro. If it's holy, bro, don't play with it, bro. Take it very serious. Take it very serious. The devil wants you to take stuff lightly. That's his biggest tool in today's society. Oh, let's make the people feel like it's not that deep, it's not that serious. Oh, he's reaching, he's going too far, right? That's the type of thoughts the devil's put in people's brain. And I did say devils plural because it's more than one. Lucifer is not the only one we gotta watch out for. Even God told us that. He's just the leader. You know what I'm saying? He's the father of the whole rebellion. He started the rebellion. Some people seen he was rebellion. Some of the fallen angels they they took their own side. They ain't want to work for Lucifer, so someone said, shoot, we gonna do what you did, but shoot, we just gonna do it our own way, bro. So for some of y'all that's only got your eye for Lucifer, but you not paying attention to Zeus, you ain't paying attention to Aphrodite, you ain't praying against Hades, you ain't praying against Apollo, you ain't pray against Apollyon, you ain't pray against. I could name so many different angelic entities that are fallen, but some of y'all only pray against the devil, Satan, right? Y'all ain't pray against Beelzebub. Y'all ain't pray against Moloch. Y'all ain't pray against Ishtar. Some of y'all so stupid you celebrating Easter thinking that it's just about some freaking eggs and bunnies and stuff. No, that's Easter literally pays homage to Ishtar. Go look it up, boy. I'm not no conspiracy theorist. If I say anything in this live and you just be like, wait a minute, what the hell? Bruh, go look it up. Go look up the origin of Easter. Where did it come from? Ishtar. That was to celebrate the goddess of fertility, bro. Some of y'all just doing stuff because your friends and families was doing it, and now you thinking it's normal. It's not normal, bro. Easter is paying homage to a deity named Ishtar. Look it up. Easter don't got nothing to do with Resurrection Sunday, bro. Resurrection Sunday is Resurrection Sunday. Ishtar is Ishtar. Like, come on, man. Some people be getting mad at me just because they want to go and do a egg hunt. You want to get some candy? Why y'all don't do little candy hide hunts throughout the year? If you wanted to get some candy that bad, nah, bro, cause it ain't about the candy, bro. Some of y'all are paying homage to Ishtar, a goddess. Look her up. Can't be like you're making it up. No, I'm not, dude. If you just ain't know, you ain't know, cause your parents ain't tell you. They think it's okay. Easter don't got nothing to do with Jesus, boy. And that's on my life. It don't got Easter don't got nothing to do with Jesus. In fact, it's the opposite of that. You can't be a Christian and sitting there celebrating Easter, boy. Get that, boy. You smoking straight penis at that point, boy. Cause it ain't no way, boy. That what that mean. That what that mean. This if you ever hear me say somebody smoking penis, bro, that mean they tripping, bro. That's all that mean. Don't go too deep into it now. You're a Christian, you're saying the word penis. It's a organ of the human body, bro. So I can't say penis. Come on now. Some people be just immature. What next? I can't say nothing about sex next. I'm a Christian. Just saying, bro. Some people be tweaking. And it ain't me. Real talk. Cause to break out of the spell, bro, you gotta see stuff for what it is, man. Not for what it's not. You can't see the good in what's bad. People gotta stop doing that. If somebody be like, I see that I can find the good in everything, stay far away from them. I don't care. I don't care who they is to you, boy. Cause keyword everything. Do you not know what everything consists of? Do you not know how the language, the, the language works? Right? everything. Okay, that includes all things. Whether you was applying, trying to include all things or not, you said every. Right. So if I told you to pick up every pencil on that table, you can't leave one of them pencils, bro. Now, if we say everything, that would include everything, whether it's a person, place, or thing. Some people don't know English. They don't know simple language. If somebody say, "Bro, you always lying," bro, don't trust them, bro. You wanna know why? Because always will apply every second of the life. Always. It's a broad statement, right? You gotta watch out for people that use broad statements, bro. Broad is the way to hell. Narrow is the way to life, bro. So somebody be like, every girl cheats. That's an untrue statement, right? Because to say every woman cheats, it's not legitimate. Because everybody not a cheater. If I say everybody play NBA YoungBoy, no, everyone doesn't, because a lot of people don't even listen to secular music. Everybody like the Lakers. Everybody know who the Lakers are. Everybody know about the Cavaliers. Everybody know about basketball. These are broad statements. There are people in civilizations that are not plugged into sports, bro. There are certain tribes of people that live in the woods and they could care less of what a football is. Y'all gotta pay attention, bro. Cause some people are literally trying to set y'all up for failure. And what to do, family, for personal impact. And when we point stuff out, bro, we literally saying it. We saying it the way it is, bro. This is the deepness. Majority of people they're not ready to go deep because they're comfortable in shallow thoughts. People are living, they're re-looping the same thing over and over again. That's what's going on. For example, another Mario movie just came out, right? So how many years we gonna go by just sitting there looking at Mario? You ain't tired of Mario yet? Another Transformers movie gonna come out. Y'all ain't tired of Transformers yet? Another Avengers movie gonna come out. You ain't tired of Avengers yet? Like, you don't sit there and just think about that, bro? Why do they just keep on re-looping the same movies every year, bro? For some of y'all that's children, it might be a little bit newer to you because you might just be 8 or 9 or 10, right? You just now getting introduced to it. You wasn't watching some of this stuff when you was 5, so it might be new to you. But this stuff is being re-looped for decades. I'm tired of looking at that man, Catman, Ratman, whatever man they come up with, bro. I'm just tired of looking at it, dude. Same type of music getting re-looped. In the rap industry, what? They gonna talk about cars, clothes, the 304s, right? Flexing jewelry or mental health issues, right? Partying, clubs, money. It's the same thing over and over again, bro. I can't rock with people that's on repeat, bro. You on repeat, dude? You on repeat. So you really just on repeat. And you actually satisfied. No growth, no development, no change. In a good way, right? Some of y'all changing in a bad way, bro. Some of y'all don't like the truth, bro. And that's the weird part. Some of y'all get offended by the truth, bro. And that's the weirdest part. How you mad at me because I told you you was going to die in 3 days? You got cancer, dude. You don't got enough cellular cells to sustain your body properly, bro. You are in a cellular imbalance. Your cells are AKA your cells are mutating. Okay, so people get mad at the truth, bro. It's like, sir, how you get mad at me because I told you your wife was cheating, bro? You can't get mad at me, bro. I told you the truth because I care about you, bro. I don't want to see you continue to literally waste your energy, time, and passion for somebody that don't care about you, dude. If anybody care about you, they'll be legitimate, bro. Right? Some women, bro, be getting mad because they husband want another wife, bro. You cannot get mad at him, bro. He told you, bro. He called the shots. The woman don't call the shots, bro. Let's go in the Bible, bro. Several men in the Bible had multiple wives, bro. So why is it that while all these modern females trying to make dudes only submit to them and commit to them when they can't be every woman? Some women refuse to do certain stuff. And then they married a man knowing that that man wanted that as a requirement. Just saying, bro. It says that the woman's will be her husband's. That's what the woman got cursed with, bro. After the garden, any real Christian woman understands, like, all right, yeah, I don't call the shots here. My husband called the shots. You wanna know why? Because, oh, well, they read the Bible and they understand that, all right, so Eve was cursed with listening to Adam because she literally partook of the forbidden fruit of knowledge of good and evil first. So she disobeyed God first. Adam, his punishment was working the earth. You know what I'm saying? And the earth got cursed for mankind's sake. The Bible tell you everything that you need to know. It's just when people sitting there trying to misinterpret it to make it fit stuff that they desire, bro. That's when the mistranslations come about because some people are literally trying to interpret the Bible from their own understanding instead of the understanding of the Holy Ghost. And we living in the end times, bro. And people gonna be living in opposite day, bro. It said the Bible talk about that, bro. It says they gonna call good evil and evil good. So what some of these women right now trying to do, most of them, they trying to call the shots instead of listening to the man, right? They try to control their husband and then try to pretend like they following God. No, you're not, dude. You trying to control your husband because you don't submit to his authority, bro. So if you a man and you married, you know what I'm saying, and your wife not listening to you, bro, she don't submit to your authority, bro. If you tell her something, this with do this with the kids, she doing that with the kids. You know what I'm saying? That means she don't respect your authority, dude. And she don't listen to God. I don't care how much she just get up on in the church and try to like sing and all this extra stuff, put on the show, pretend like she a godly woman. Real godly women submit to the authority of their husband. That's a fact. If the husband say, "Hey, don't take the child there," that wife, she gonna hear it. She gonna be like, "Yeah, I'm not taking the child there." Be freaking Jezebels sitting there trying to control the whole entire marriage. Oh, you ain't do what I want, so guess what? You not finna get none. I'm gonna put you on a punishment. The hell? How the hell you trying to put me on a punishment? Because I told you the right thing to do. Don't even make sense. Alright, so when you get replaced, you know what I'm saying? You see a whole nother wife. You got to get along with a whole nother woman up in here, bro. Don't be looking at me like I'm the weird guy. Real men of God, we don't play that disobedient stuff, bro. We don't play that, bro. Shoot, you ain't gonna listen? Shoot, another wife will, man. God didn't say I gotta submit to a woman that can't fulfill my authority. He didn't say nothing like that. If a woman can't submit, but she's not a good wife, boy. And that don't mean that a man of God looking for a robot, boy. It's not some feminist think, oh well, you just mad because I don't do everything you say. But if I'm telling you to do the right thing and you don't want to do it, then that says a lot about you, bro. It's one thing if I'm telling you, hey, let's go and murder some people. All right, clearly you don't gotta listen to that. But if I'm like, yeah, let's keep the commandments of God, let's do this and that, X, Y, Z, and it's all righteous, and you don't want to listen, you know what I'm saying? Man, God, we ain't gotta put up with that, bro. We do not, bro. And that's biblical, bro. Several men of God had several, and I do because some females be like, oh well, having a man having multiple wives, that's not that's not Christian. That's Muslim. No, it's not, my boy. You wanna know how? Abraham had more than one wife. David, Jacob, and I mean highly important people in the Bible. They had multiple wives, bro. So we not finna get this westernized idea of the Bible and be like, oh well, if you a man of God, you only get one wife. Nah, the thing is, see, if I can provide enough love for more than one woman, I can marry as many women as I desire under God, bro. That's a fact, bro. Some females be out this mud. They thinking they could be the man. The oh, she's he's the only. I'm the only one. Some of y'all women don't even know how to be a woman. Can we talk about that, bro? How a lot of the women they're trained on what to look for in a man, but they don't know their roles in marriage. You think a man gotta listen to you? A man do not gotta listen to you, boy. I'm just saying, bro. God put the husbands in charge for a reason. So why is it that all these women around in most of the women in these nations trying to act like, oh, it's their way or the highway? Happy wife, happy life. Bro, I would never sit there and just be like, happy wife, happy life, boy. Some females are selfish, bro. They gonna make sure that they happy, all that. They gonna get everything they want. But some of them, bro, and I'm talking about the ones that's tripping now. They only gonna be happy when you're doing stuff that they like. Then when you try to tell them do something that you like, nah, that's your stuff. That's more up your alley. But guess what? You gotta sit there and watch all these freaking weird shows with some of these women, bro. Man, a real man of God, but we not doing that, bro. It go both ways, bro. What it do, Bob? Some of these women, bro, they is not qualified to be wives, boy. They was taught what to look for in a man, but they was not trained on how to be a woman, bro. They think being kind is them being a woman. Being kind is not a womanly trait, boy. Some of these 304s is cooked, boy. Being kind is not a gender trait, boy. Real talk. They think being kind and nice is a gender trait. It's not a gender trait, bro. If you are not if you are not, you know what I'm saying, kind by nature, that means you're a bad person, bro. You, as a woman, you shouldn't be mean to me until you become my wife. It don't work that way, bro. So when you ask a woman, "Oh, what do you have to offer?" They gonna tell you stuff like, "Oh, I'm gonna be kind, I'm gonna be caring, I'm gonna be this and that." Bro, those are not woman traits, boy. Most of these females don't know how to be a woman, bro. Real talk. Real talk, bro. That's a fact, bro. Some of y'all just thinking I'm tripping, man. I'm not tripping. That's a fact, dude. That's a fact. Real women have skills, bro. They have knowledge. You know what I'm saying? They're not easily influenced by other individuals that's not their husband, bro. Okay, I can name qualities that's supposed to be inside women, bro. They support women. Keep in mind, the man and the woman both supposed to have money. It's not just the burden's not all thrown on the man, bro. Real talk. So if you ever talking to a woman and she talking about something, you gotta pay for it. You the man, this and that, bro. That's not a wife. That's a 304 looking for a good time and she wanna run your pockets, boy. Real talk. Don't waste your money on a whore, bro. You gotta pay to keep her around. That's a whore. Real talk, boy. That's what we call a whore. That's what we call a harlot. That's what you call a escort. Real talk, bro. Biblically, the man and the woman both supposed to have money financially. It's not all thrown on the dude. It just be whores that be sitting there trying to use dudes for money, bro. I'm telling you, fellas, if it's any dudes up here watching, bro, if it's a woman that's telling you to pay for everything to keep her around, but that's a whore. That's a whore. I'm trying to tell you, bro. People be out this month acting like I'm tripping. I'm not finna pay to keep you around, bro. I might as well just go get a prostitute if that was the case. I shouldn't have to buy your loyalty, bro. That's stupid. So what happens when I run out of money? Or what if I don't got money? You just not gonna respect me because I don't got money? I'm just saying, bro. Some of these females, they be whores, bro. What can a man do for me without money? Oh, how about I can grow you food? Did you ever think of that? Yeah, you don't have to buy food, you grow it. I'm not finna sit there and pay for a woman to be my wife, bro. I'm not no dork. I'm not a duck. I'm not no simp. I'm not none of that, bro. And then when some women see that you're not a simp, bro, they just try to gaslight you. Oh, it's cause you broke. Nah, I ain't broke. I'm not finna spend my money on a whore. You know what I'm saying? A real woman of God, she's not gonna sit there and be able to sit there and disrespect you with her tongue, bro. So if a woman could look you in your face and be like, "You broke," bro, she don't respect you, dude. Don't let her gaslight you into pulling your money out and paying for her food and all this stuff. She don't even respect you, dude. The hell you buying a meal for a woman that called you broke to try to get you to pay the meal? Man, get the hell out of here, man. Do not be a dork. Real women have stuff to bring to the table, man. I mean, if I buy her some food, she could return the favor, bro. And she will. You know what I'm saying? That's how real women think, bro. They help their man. Okay? So it's a bunch of fake women that's out this month only wanting to take and take and take from men, bro. They forgot they was the help meet. When God made Eve, he made her the help meet, meaning that she was there to help Adam. And it say she just sat in the garden and watched Adam do all the hard labor and then she was kind enough to Adam. No, bro, Eve loved Adam because of who he was. It wasn't for what he had. It didn't say Adam had to build a huge house and then Eve was moved by his house and then she was ready to go with Adam. No, man. If you love somebody, you're there to help them, bro. Appreciate you for saying you love the genre. But we just going over concepts. Just saying, y'all. Some of y'all gotta wake up. Human on Earth, what it do, fam? Thanks for joining the live stream. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for passing by, y'all. And you will quickly find the minds of people, y'all. So the minds of the reality is for a man, real men of God, they have wisdom. They're accurate leaders. They say your drawings look so amazing. My sister draws the same way as you. I don't think she draw the same way as me, but I know what you mean. She probably could be detailed and get into details, but you know these are not my limitations. These are not my these are not the most pristineness of my art form. This is me doodling. You know what I'm saying? This would be considered a doodle for me. But I do appreciate you, fam, for sure. But I do see what you're saying though. You just saying your sister draw good too. You know what I'm saying? It's understandable. Right. But back to what I was saying earlier. Real men, they lead. You know what I'm saying? They have wisdom. It probably takes a lot of patience. Oh, I feel like it was patience. I just simply take it. Well, I wouldn't say it take patience to draw like this. It's just something that you gotta what I would, the way I would explain it is if you see something not working, don't try to keep doing something that's not working, trying to force it to work. Right? So it's more so about being able to comfortably experiment in a healthy way, you know. Because the more you do try something or spend time doing something, you will eventually figure out certain things. That say for example, if I was shooting a free throw in basketball, my 9 times 10, my very first few shots, if I never shot a basketball before, it's gonna be wasted energy. You know what I'm saying? I might be pushing too hard in the wrong areas, wasting energy. So art is kind of the same way. If you spend too much energy, wasting in the wrong way, you know what I'm saying, and art can get a lot more difficult, a lot more challenging. You know what I'm saying? But that's just a little way to explain it. You know what I'm saying? Like say for example, if I was boxing and I was just throwing a whole bunch of unconnected jabs and hooks and stuff like that, I would get tired way faster. So art is really the same way. It really is. And y'all, we are literally in a nation. What is back to what I was saying earlier. It's not art related. But right now, y'all, we are living in a nation of people that are trying to normalize stuff that's not normal. Right. So some of y'all do gotta realize that. And what I do mean is with some of the concepts that I was already going over, it seems foreign to a lot of people because of the way that they were raised. You feel me? And keep in mind, some of the traditions that I'm trying to tell y'all to get out of, I had to snap out of it too, bro. So I'm not telling y'all something like, oh, as in like, oh, I just never ever celebrated Christmas or Easter or something like that. Or if I didn't understand the duties or roles of certain people. For example, like a husband and a wife, roles of them, roles of kings and leaders and stuff like that. Like it's certain factors that go into play when it comes to certain concepts. Just as I was brought up before, a real woman, she has money too. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just the man that has the money, right? Some females be trying to freeload, bro. Right? Do you do art school or something? Like sell your artwork or something? My sister didn't go to art school, but she won in a fair in first place, and she still does. But she's busy and stuff. I mean, I sell art and stuff like that. You feel me? So it ain't no biggie. I never went to art school because I felt like I didn't need to pay to learn how to do something that I could just sit there and practice how to do on my own. You feel me? I feel like art school is high key overrated. But art school would be more so for networking purposes. You know what I'm saying? That'd be the only reason I would go to a school. It's more so networking. You know, you get to meet like-minded individuals and They got programs and all type of stuff that they can introduce you to. As up to where if you was just by yourself, solo dolo, a lot of opportunities you would have to find would be you would have to hunt for. You know what I'm saying? You would have to literally go out your way. Like for me personally, when I sell art, you know what I'm saying, I have to go and find my own clients. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go and talk to people. I gotta draw publicly. I gotta do it. It's a lot of stuff that I would have to pull by myself. Now, if I went to school and they was hosting a whole art competition and it was in a jurisdiction of where we was going to go to another state that have this art competition, 9 times 10 at that art competition there's going to be thousands of people there, right? So I wouldn't have to go and really look for the networking, right? uh you said I mostly draw on the best sketchbook, which is called Maths. I mean, well, I would say sketchbooks, they pretty much the same, depending on, like, some of them got different thickness of papers, but it's all pretty much the same. I got so many different sketchbooks already filled up. You feel me? But whichever sketchbook you like, that's what floats your boats. You know what I'm saying? That what floats your boat. You feel me? But yeah, so my art style is so cool. Appreciate it, fam. Appreciate you. But yeah, y'all. Back to what I was saying earlier. And it's not in correlations to art. This is back to the topic, right? So keep in mind, a but I hate when people just stare at me while drawing. I mean, it happens, you know. Some people get captivated. So really, you just gotta break out of that comfort zone that you're used to being in. Because keep in mind, if you do ever want to showcase your art or go anywhere with it, you know what I'm saying, you will have to get familiar with drawing in front of people. You know what I'm saying? That's something you gotta learn to love. You feel me? Because if you you know what I'm saying, drawing. I mean, you could sit there and just, you know, you could get subconscious about it, you know, wonder what people are thinking. But 9 times out of 10, if somebody's watching you draw, they probably captivated or interested in what you're doing. Can you draw me a big Hello Kitty? Are you going to pay me? Like, you said, "Hey, big Hello Kitty, bro. You gonna pay me, bro? What the freak?" No, they not gonna pay me. That's why they just left, right? And keep in mind, I do free suggestion live streams. So if y'all want to catch those, bro, y'all gotta catch those when y'all catch those, bro. Because I do a lot of suggestions for free, but it's just I can't do everything art related for free for the rest of my life. Miss Muscular Hello Kitty, Mascular Hello Kitty, Muscular. I mean, if y'all want me to do suggestions, bro, I can, but I'll write it down. I'll write it down for you. I'll write it down for you. That's what I do. Y'all see this? This is my write down list. I'm pretty sure I did Basie already. All right, any other suggestions, y'all? Hello Kitty. Anybody, any other suggestions before I flip back to the page? Cause this is another sketchbook. You know what I'm saying? Cause yeah, when I flip the page, don't try to comment after I flip the page now. Jellyfish, which that's something I could do right now. Actually, it's just a freaking jellyfish. All right, so now when we go into these concepts, funny German Shepherd. Uh, all right, Alright, so let's draw a freaking jellyfish, y'all. Which is pretty easy, because jellyfish is pretty straightforward. Ain't really much to them. But yeah, alright, back to what I was explaining. Alright, so in correlations to what I was talking about previously, is the role factor of, oh, can I draw fruits as humans? Yes, I could actually. I don't have any limitations when it comes to art. And some of y'all in here, y'all ain't like the live stream yet, bro. Make sure y'all don't forget to like the live stream, bro. Please and thank you. Alright. But yeah, these key factors and these role systems, y'all, real men, they know how to grow stuff, okay? Because the way you eat is you grow it, okay? That's how you stores where you think they get the food from, you feel me? You think they just magically, deliciously snap their fingers and then, it pops up in the stores? No, bro. Stores, they go to farmers and farmers supply them, with food. And how did the farmers get the food? They grew it, right? They extracted seeds from their fruits, and that's how they grow the food. That's how they get the food, y'all. Real talk. Yeah, it really would be funny if they got the food in the other weird way, but dominantly, everyone on this earth already knows that, food has to be grown. You feel me? It has to be grown. So if you ever around any adults and they're like, you gotta buy food, how you think you gonna eat? Just be like, you grow it. And just run off laughing. Cause they gonna just look at you like, dang. And I still argue with old heads to this very day. They tell them something, you need money to eat, boy. And I'm, no, the hell you don't, sir. You grow it. And I just walk off on them. Real talk. And that's what a real man knew that. And real women. They understand that food is grown. Or hunted or farmed. If it's cattle, you still gotta grow it, right? But I don't know, I drew a strawberry as a human. The best moment was drawing her dress. I drew both genders, actually. Okay, fair enough. Nothing wrong with that. But when y'all look at these concepts in the world, y'all, make sure y'all paying attention, bro. Because a lot of people will try to convince y'all stuff that's not real, bro. And what I mean by that is, some people are just society bound, money bound, you know what I'm saying? Money is just a tool. It could be utilized, but usually people that overly utilize money be lazy people. You might be like, what do I mean by that? All right, say for example, instead of somebody going and cooking a burger in their house, they go to an establishment to buy a burger. Why? Because they don't feel like cooking, right? Somebody could have built their own house, but they didn't build it because they were too lazy to build it. So they paid somebody to do it. So it's a certain balance point that you want to find when it comes to money, correlations to money. Feel me? I drew this freaking jellyfish way faster than I was expecting to, bro. God dang. fun with. Now I'm bored again. You love drawing to keep you sane. Yeah, it's good therapy. It's very excellent therapy, I would say. Now, in correlations to what I was previously talking about previously, because I do gotta let y'all know when I'm like, going back to the topic at hand. All right. Society has changed a lot of stuff, especially from the olden times. Keep in mind, I'm not like 55 out this mud. I'm just saying, I do notice how things changed, especially since I was growing up, because I was born in 2000. So I've seen a lot of stuff change. Just the whole LGBT community, that was not a thing. You know what I'm saying? Because everyone knew it was wrong. You feel me? Like it was not a thing. Okay. To go against the natural nature of your flesh, that was very much frowned upon because if everyone did that, the human race would go extinct. Literally, that's how dangerous it is to be gay, and people don't understand that. If everybody on this planet went gay, bro, we all would die. We would die off. The human race, as we know it, would die off. There's gonna be no reproduction. So if anybody trying to convince you it's okay to be gay, bro, it's not. Just know that. God don't even like gay people. That's in the Bible. It talk about sodomites. Okay, Sodom and Gomorrah. Y'all heard about that story if you are familiar with the Bible. Sodom and Gomorrah, that whole entire city got destroyed because they were all gay. They were so gay to the point where they tried to have sexual intercourse with angels. That's how gay they were. And God destroyed the whole city. So, with all these people in America becoming gay, how long do you think it is going to be until hellfire and brimstone hit this nation? They're gonna call it a meteor shower. What you think? Where you think meteors come from? God is throwing the muds. Fire and brimstone has always been passing by this earth for centuries. People like prove God is real. Meteors, that literally proves God is real. Because the Bible talk about meteors. They call them hellfire and brimstone. That's what they call it. Even scientists know that meteors are highly sulfur charged. Sulfur. They're charged with a lot of sulfur. Even in today's time, because some people be like, oh, well, the Bible is a figment of imagination, but how could a figment of imagination actually have locations? How could they all? How could a figment of imagination actually have locations in modern society? Some people be like, oh, well, yeah, the Bible's made up. Well, if the Bible was made up, then why can't we go to Asia today? Why can't we go to Israel today? Why can't we go to Egypt today? And these are all places that are named inside of the Bible. The Bible not made up now. It's the most legit book that's on this planet. Well, Earth, should I say. Because the terminology planet was made up by Freemasons. We are in a world. You feel me? Earth is a world. Okay? way it is, y'all. We are in the world. So it looks pretty appreciated, fam. Jellyfish is a little too easy to draw for me, so I just be like that. It's just easy. That was just something I could just draw off the top of my brain. That's why I just went to it so fast. So now some stuff I do gotta look at to draw. You feel me? Like if you name a character that I don't know, and I'd be like, yeah, I gotta go look that up. You feel me? Because I mean it happens. I mean I'm not an all-knowing almanac, but standardly majority of stuff that I've seen before, I pretty much can draw without looking at it. I could draw a German Shepherd too without looking at it too, but some stuff I like to get a little bit more accurate with. You know what I'm saying? I like accuracy when it comes to certain stuff. So, all right, so we're gonna detail these tentacles next. And a lot of stuff I be talking about, y'all. If y'all just, if I'm ever talking about something, y'all just get confused or something like that, bro. Just let me know, bro. I can explain it for you, but usually people when they don't understand what I'm talking about, they just knock it off. It's like, oh yeah, well he's tripping, or I disagree. You know what I'm saying? That's a strong one that I usually get. It's, oh, I disagree with what you're saying, but the whole time it don't matter if you agree or not. The truth is the truth. You know what I'm saying? Just because you disagree that a lion is a lion, that doesn't mean that it's gonna magically, deliciously become a flying squirrel just because you want to call it a flying squirrel. Same thing with these concepts that I be going over. Some people be like, oh well, being gay is nothing wrong with that. But the whole time, there's a lot of things wrong with that. You can't even reproduce properly, right? That means it's not supposed to be happening. That means when God made the man and the woman, he literally made their body parts to go together. I mean, you could try to explain this to somebody that's gay. They try to bypass it. And a little, what anatomy class, they penis and a vagina, they go together. Trying to utilize the opposite natures, it don't go together. It never will work, bro. It never will work. I'm gonna put it to you like this: two hoes can't do what it needs to be done, and two swords cannot do what it needs to be done. It just don't work. God made the bodies like a perfect puzzle piece to the point of where it's undeniable. A man is supposed to be with a woman is supposed to be with a man. It's simple. Anybody else is trying to act like, oh, it's not that, bro. They probably just trying to take advantage of you, bro. Real talk. You don't even see that happening in wildlife. Unless the animals have been influenced by mankind. But animals, they pay attention to what we doing. They really do. Whether it's a cat, dog, frog, whatever you got. If you domesticate that mug and you keep it around you, it's gonna pay attention to what you're doing. Okay? House cats. I mean, they all do it. It's even to the point where animals pay attention so much to where they can learn our language, whatever tongue we speak, right? I could train a dog in German. I could train a dog in Japanese. Animals are a lot smarter than people want to, give them credit for. Do you understand what certain barks mean from a dog? No, you don't. But animals and dogs, they can learn what our language means because they care enough to, right? It's just stuff people don't really be paying attention to. They don't like to take the time to think about it. The earth responds to the frequencies that is happening, especially when it comes to correlation of mankind. If you literally look at a plant, and if you're growing a plant, keep in mind words have charges to them. If you're growing a plant and if you say positive words to it will be a lot healthier compared to the plant that you just completely talk down on. You speak life, life will happen. You speak death, death will happen. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. If you get frustrated with yourself when you're trying to achieve something and you be like, dang, I can't do it. 9 times out of 10, you're not going to ever achieve it because you cursed yourself by saying you can't do it. And if you do achieve it, it's probably going to take you longer to achieve it because you were saying you can't do it instead of I can do it or I will do it one day. Because I'm not going to say you could do everything that you put your mind to because some stuff you shouldn't be wanting to do. But if it's, do you need to have more subscribers? Do you need more subscribers with the way you talk and the way you draw? It's amazing. I mean, the thing is, subscribers and stuff like that. I kind of just started YouTube. I came from TikTok, and I was already prevalently blowing up on TikTok, but my TikTok got banned because I was telling people the truth, and people couldn't handle that. Even me testifying about my life, stuff that I experienced, stuff that I go through, stuff that I deal with. Some people think that I'm making it up, but whole time, just me telling people my first name, it's my whole life sounds like a lie. You know what I'm saying? So with me just telling people my first name, you know what I'm saying? Especially even on TikTok or YouTube, just it just makes people just not like me because they think I'm lying. You know what I'm saying? And for example, my name is Versace. That's my name, like literally. I got my ID next to me. If you don't believe me, I got my ID literally next to me. I got my birth certificate, everything. Man, dude. Oh, well, I don't. Nah, it's just social media is rigged. You know what I'm saying? That's something you need to know because it's also like it's people, it's people that can't draw anywhere near as good as I can, but they have higher following. You know what I'm saying? And I've literally sat there and watched a live stream of somebody literally draw the most. It wasn't good drawings, but for whatever reason, you know what I'm saying, people was watching. You know what I'm saying? So it's not necessarily about skill. Like life in the media time is not necessarily skill based. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, oh, people see you can draw good and then they're gonna like, yeah, I'm gonna vibe with you. Nah, it's this internet stuff is really rigged. Each account that's made, they're already hardwired to a certain niche, and a niche is basically a niche. To explain a niche is it's like appealing to the nature that's appealing to a particular group of people, right? So say for example, if I made about 2 to 3 different accounts, right, and I was didn't know the niche for one of the accounts was cooking, right? Just all right. So this channel was supposed to be a cooking channel, but I didn't know it, right? I didn't post no cooking videos. Let's say I only put art videos. YouTube or whatever platform you're on, because it's like this for every platform. Snapchat, it's like this for Facebook, it's like that for Twitch. Like each one of these platforms, they got niches that's already pre-cord, it's pre-coded into these accounts. So when we sitting there making an account, thinking like, oh well, this account I could just use one day for to be a famous musician. If it's wild because the niches can be so similar, but if you miss it even by a smidget, you probably are going to be wasting your time trying to make it on that particular what you call it account. Basically, to go even deeper, say your account was set up with a niche for singing, but you was rapping on all your videos. Your video's not gonna do good. You know what I'm saying? Because your account was niched to singing, but you were rapping, right? So let's say your account niche was set to baking, but you was cooking uh, barbecues on your social media. 9 times out of 10, you're gonna have a harder time to get the crowd of people that you want your videos to go to, right? Say for example, if I'm doing art, right, most of my videos, they don't really reach art people. You know what I'm saying? My videos like on YouTube, they literally are targeted with this account. I just started doing art on it, so I'm testing out this niche. You feel me? And it hasn't been bad because within just a few months of me just doing live streams here and there, I've already gained a good amount of subs, and it's still growing up. Like as the days go on, it goes up and up and up. So I'm seeing progression. You know what I'm saying? So it's letting me know like this account could be set towards a niche of art. You know what I'm saying? And my niche on TikTok, I figured out was spiritual information. And on there, my videos on TikTok was reaching over 500,000 views easily. You know what I'm saying? Overnight. You know what I'm saying? So it's just when you figure out that niche, it's up from there. Some people channels are centered towards vlogging. They don't even have to have an interest in life. You know what I'm saying? They could just be like, well, I'm doing the vlog. I'm going to what's something that's not as interesting to watch. Let's say they just sit there and just read a book while they in a chair, right? It's not really interesting to watch. You don't know what they're reading. You're stuck on a live stream watching them just sit in a chair, right? And they're just reading the book. But if the niche of their particular account is set that way, you're gonna go in a certain live stream and you're gonna see a whole bunch of people up in there. Now for me, since I just started doing posting YouTube videos, you know what I'm saying, and live streaming, I still gotta find my particular group of people. So it's also that as well. When you find your people, these are people that are literally they support by showing support in the simple ways to show support for live streams is liking the live stream and interacting. You know what I'm saying? That's one free way to show support. You know what I'm saying? Because me personally, I don't ask people to send gifts or anything like that. It's just, hey man, if you really vibe with who I am, or you may not agree with the way that I talk or something like that, but if you just want to show support for the art, when you see me doing art live streams, just hit the like button. Drop a comment and be like, yo, I'm just passing by, whoop the whoop. Keep up the good work. I got people that be doing me like that, right? But it's more so just a free way to interact and show support. Now, for me personally, I've been seeing some people be, I ain't gonna lie, they be bull crapping. They be bull crapping uh, when it comes to supporting, right? Say for example, it's like when I'm doing like well, let's take these art live streams for example, right? I've had several people to pass through this mud and be like, "Oh, bro, super fire art, bro, so amazing, I love it, I love it." And I'm like, "Yo, why you ain't hit the like button on the stream yet? You ain't subscribed yet?" And then they get to looking at me like, "Oh, now you asking for too much." The whole time, some people be like, "Oh, well, I wish I could support you, but I don't got money." And I'm like, "Bro, I don't need your money, dude. All you gotta do is just hit the like button. You ain't even gotta share the videos. I don't ask nobody to share the videos or nothing. Just hit the like button. Check out the video. You know what I'm saying? You see, you can learn something from it, or gain something from it. But it's just more so these things that we got going. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to online, that's why I be telling y'all it's rigged. You know what I'm saying? And to go deeper, sometimes you need certain societies to help you get what you're trying to get. Now, me personally, I didn't take that route. I told them I didn't want their help. I told them that. I told in the group of organizations that I'm talking about, y'all probably heard about them before, but y'all probably don't know if they real or not. But they did hit me up, and they was like, "Yo, you're real talented. We would love to make you an Illuminate one. We would like to recruit you. Would you like to come join us?" And ever since I told them I didn't want to join, the internet has been giving me one of the hardest times when it comes to, what I'm saying, people doing engagements, simple engagements. And keep in mind, the Luminous ones, they told me, they said, "Yo, if you turn us down, it's gonna be a lot harder for you to make it." And I was like, "Shoot, that's a burden I'm willing to bear." Right? So you think you yapping too much? No, you straight, fam. You good. You good. Shit, talk away. Shoot, usually some people in my live streams, they become friends in the comments. So shoot, you chat enough, maybe somebody might chat with you in the chat. You feel me? But it's several people that watch my live streams that know each other, y'all. So I mean, if y'all stick around long enough, y'all might see that one day. But the Luminous ones, they did tell me. Since I did turn them down, they said that they most definitely is gonna make it way harder for me to make it. That's my time, but I only gonna lie. Fair enough. All right. And I know who's literally inside of that group and organization, y'all. And that's another reason why they don't like me. Um, because I picked up on how to peep who's inside of the secret societies and who not. I'm introverted, but still proud. You, I mean, there's nothing wrong with being introverted. Most introverts, usually, we tend to not, we just tend not to want to waste our energy with certain people. That's all it means to be introverted. But for the right person, you probably will talk a lot. You know what I'm saying? Extroverts, you know what I'm saying? They are known to just be talkers, but even sometimes when they are talking, sometimes they're not talking. I mean, so you gotta be able to read it. You know what I'm saying? Read it. And me personally, I wouldn't necessarily claim to be either or, but I probably would more so lean more to the side of being introverted. I'm not a huge talker because usually when I'm talking about stuff, people are not listening anyway. So I don't even care to waste my breath. You know what I'm saying? So it's either it's like it's either they not it's either they not listening or they can't comprehend what I'm talking about. So that's usually the categories that I be finding myself in, especially when I go and try to talk publicly, which I got real good speaking like capabilities. Like I'm good at speaking, but it's just I don't know. I would rather just be quiet. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I like. I just vibe with quiet. So if any of y'all do need to know anything about me, I really don't talk that much, bro. So it's just right now I'm live streaming, so I do try to give people insights on who I am just a tad bit. But honestly, I'm not a huge talking person. I'm not gonna be sitting there talking all day, every day. Sometimes y'all might join the stream. I might not be saying nothing. You feel me? Yeah, I just might be drawing on this mud. Then some people that be sub to me, they'll join in and be like, "Yo, why he not talking?" And them be the people that didn't really learn who I was. They just hit subscribe because they like how I draw. And one person was like, "You sound depressed," and I'm like, "Bro, I'm not depressed. I'm just chilling. I don't even talk to people who I know." Yeah, and it be like that. Like I don't talk to, I don't even talk to my family sometimes. And it ain't nothing against them, and I just be chilling. You feel me? I be chilling. So, and sometimes if I know somebody, if it's a friend, sometimes I would go the opposite way of them, knowing because I know they gonna want to talk. You feel me? So I would go the opposite way just so I don't gotta talk. You feel me? I used to do no cap like that, bro. I don't know if you know who No Cap is, but that's one of my homeboys. He a famous rapper. But I used to go to school, bro. And sometimes when I ain't want to talk, I would literally avoid, bro. Cause I mean, we used to like jank each other. It was on some more like playful type time. But sometimes when we ain't have the energy to jank, bro, we just would avoid each other, bro. Which is fine. Cause I'm not trying to be the person to sit there and every time I see somebody, I gotta just jank them. And jank meaning to roast or joan or anything. That's just Southside terminology. We say jank or flame or burn up or make fun of, whatever the case may be. But I just be collecting my own type of energy. And then I got a bunch of energy, so I do try to protect who I give my energy to. Because some people, when they figure out my energy is pure, you know what I'm saying? they keep on trying to come around, but most people only come around me to make themselves feel better. And I noticed that, especially growing up, it'll be people that'll be having bad days, and I can make them laugh or smile or whatever, and they'll just come around just because they wanted to get cheered up. But whenever they was cheered up, they wouldn't even look my way. They would literally act as if I'm not there, but the exact moment they back down bad, you know what I'm saying, and they back sitting next to me at my table, whether it was when I was went to school, whether it was at lunch or job sites, whatever the case may be, it was only certain people that only vibe with me because they wanted certain energy from me. And then when I didn't give them certain energy, they didn't want to be around me. And what we call those people, those type of groups of people are called energy leeches. It's where they suck and drain energy. Snake said, cute drawing, appreciate it, fam. I'm not sure if this will be, categorized as cute, but thank you. Cute will be more like this, right? Right? This would be more cute, right? Like a little, cute little jellyfish. A big difference. Uh, did you ever did you ever have a dream of being a fashion designer? Um, are you saying next to my name Versace? I feel like that's probably the only reason you asked that. But I design clothes anyway, so I do design clothes. Practically anything that's designable, I could design. So but to full on just pursue fashion, that wasn't my desire. To answer your question, yeah, I design stuff in general. I'm an artist all around. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody got a car, they want art on it, I could design that for them. Clearly, clothes, shirts, t-shirts. That's the easy stuff. People's beds, furniture, houses. I paint people houses. I do murals on walls. If it's art related, I pretty much do it, especially sculpting, wood, wood carving. I do wood art as well. I mean, it's just I like doing all types of forms of art, and I do make music. I've been famous with that one, so I don't even waste my time proving that to people no more. People be like, "Oh, bro, you could do this, right?" And I'm like, "Bro, I already do that, or I already done it." You know what I'm saying? Because I'm multi-occupational. Now, if I'm learning how to do something, then it's gonna be very clear I'm learning how to do it. Like, say for example, skateboarding. I haven't been skateboarding that long, but I'm making progression in skateboarding. Feel me? And I can admit I'm not an expert skateboarder, but pretty much almost everything else that I'm doing, I'm most definitely expert. Do I put color on my drawings or do I only do pen? I do color, pen, black and white, orange and white, red and white. Uh, the list goes on and on. Well, if you want to see some of my color work, here goes a painting that I was working on. You feel me? All that women with suits in traditional clothes. My favorite model is Shalom Harlow. I don't I don't really keep much up with that stuff like that. You feel me? Oh yeah, that character that I just showed you is a triple fusion of Kid Buu, Cell, and Goku Black. The name is Cell Bloku. That's the character that I designed. It's not canon. Like it's not in the show. That's basically what I'm saying. Like Toriyama did not make that character. All right. But when it comes to celebrities, I kind of don't. I could care less for celebrities. You know what I'm saying? Now I was supposed to be a model, but I didn't want to pursue that lifestyle because I've had several people tell me like, "Yo, model for my company, be a model, bro. I'll pay you." And I'm like, nah, I don't want to do that, bro. Yeah, and I was supposed to step into stuff like that when I was like, I was probably about, I was getting modeling offers when I was like 10. I'm 26 now, but so that's over 16 years. And still to this day, I still be getting people that's trying to, hit me up, and I'm just like, I ain't even trying to do all that, bro. Not like that. Not like that, no. I mean, it's just certain stuffs, you know what I'm saying? She said the jellyfish look juicy. Yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure. But it most definitely juicy. But yeah, it's a lot of stuff that I've had opportunities to do in my life. It's just, you know, I picked my own path on some of that stuff. Which I am a ghost influencer as well, meaning I influence people, but just more so under the radar. It's certain concepts that I literally gave people ideas for, and right now they're famous, literally off my ideas, bro. There's no cap, real talk. It's been some people that literally watch my content and they literally record me drawing and then they'll post it on their own page and then they'll get famous from outright and they don't even throw me no money, bro. I got people, yeah, it be people that be farming my content, thinking I don't know. They'll come around, screen record me drawing, and put it on their profile, acting like they drew it. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen several of my work pop up in places where I'm just like, yo, I did not give nobody permission to use this. I didn't even know they used it until I found it. I got people that literally pretend that they me. It just get weird when you reach a certain level of status. It just get weird. I don't care about the numbers no more. Cause on my TikTok live streams, over 6,000 people be sitting in that mud. So I don't care about numbers, especially not on YouTube. So some of y'all be joining and be like, oh well, I don't know. You're not famous, because look at your streams on YouTube. It's like, who said I was a YouTuber? You know what I'm saying? I'm not a YouTuber. I just started YouTube. You know what I'm saying? To be a YouTuber, you have to be getting paid from that. Like, say like I Show Speed, I would count him as a YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? Cause he get paid from YouTube. Good. And I'm not talking about like he just getting like a few 20 bucks here and there. Like, nah, bro, get paid pretty decent from YouTube, enough to where he could live comfortably. You know what I'm saying? And do practically whatever he want at that point. All he gotta do is go live stream for like 30 minutes, and he probably made like a whole another $1,000. You feel me? Those are real YouTubers. So if it's somebody just with 1 million subscribers, they not real YouTubers, bro. They gotta be in the 10 millions. You feel me? 10 millions, 20 millions to even qualify to be a real YouTuber. a big YouTuber, should I say? Because some people classify themselves as a YouTuber when they reach 100K, but you just now breaking the barrier when you reach 100K. The silver plat, that ain't nothing. And I can say that because literally, I'm saying I came from a whole standpoint of literally live streams that was reaching over 50,000 people within 1 minute. Okay? You gotta understand that. That's how TikTok was doing me, bro. 50,000 people in 1 minute, bro. No exaggeration, y'all. And I would show y'all the screenshots, but the phone that I had that TikTok on is broken. So now it's just word of mouth, especially after TikTok banned several of my accounts. Because having live streams for over thousands of people are sitting in there, over 6,000 people. I think the highest number I ever seen when I was on TikTok was like 7K people sitting in the live stream. About 7K. And that's just people that was sitting, listening to what I was talking about. So that's why I be telling people. They were like, bro, you gonna be famous one day. Yeah, you just don't know who I am. God bless your soul. So that's actually so cool with the dab. I mean, it's casual to me. It ain't nothing special to me because it's just something I already been exposed to. So fame is just it's an illusion. You feel me? Most people that's famous, they just casual people. And I've literally sat and talked with several people, and I don't even gotta drop names because I'm not even trying to clout chase. So I did drop a few already, but I'm just saying I'm not gonna keep on dropping a whole bunch of names. But they know me, and y'all hear people talking about Versace, and y'all be wondering what it's about. It ain't always about no clothes now. You gotta pay attention to the context. Context is key. I go by the King of Respect, Temple of Wisdom, two olive trees. Are you gonna name that jellyfish? Actually, like, do you name the random people you draw, like whom you don't know, without any reference? If I'm making a character, I do name them, which I am. I actually am making my own TV shows, so YouTube will see that, but they, the YouTube they been bull crapping with the views, so I'm gonna make them wait. The real first big series that I'm gonna release on YouTube is gonna be called Shattered Lives, which I'm excited to do. But till then, I'm gonna be releasing like short animations probably. Um, Nothing too long. You feel me? Just enough to let people know I can animate and have good storylines. But I really want to release Shattered Lives. That's gonna be the biggest animation that I'm dropping in my life. Shattered Lives. And I'm so excited. People, they just don't know, y'all. I'm putting Marvel out of business. I'm putting Universal Studios out of business. I'm gonna put them all out of business. Me personally, I'm just tired of re-seeing the same shows keep on popping up on TV. Like I don't watch Star Trek. I don't watch It's to the point right now. I'm kind of low key getting scared for myself because I'm low key. I don't even watch anime like I used to. Because ever since I started animating, like I don't really have no type of need to watch anime. And the reason why is because I don't want my anime to look like somebody else's anime. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully. That's the same. Like when I start making music and I would start influencing people with music, I don't listen to music like mainstream music. Like right now, y'all hear in the background how I got like just subtle instrumental or just melodies. That's what I listen to on my spare time. I don't on my spare time. I'm not sitting there listening to Jay Z or Eminem or Ti or Beyonce or whoever you want to name. To me, they music trash because they are literally putting people in mindsets that are not healthy. I don't like NBA YoungBoy. I don't like Kodak Black. I don't like I don't like G Herbo. I don't like their music, should I say? You know what I'm saying? I don't like what they're doing when it comes to that fashion. You say like instrumental music. You don't hear this in the background, like stuff like that with like no lyrics. That's what I mean. That's what music means to me. To some of y'all, music means lyrics and everything. Like, nah, the original terminology of music just means instrumental of instruments, orchestrations, vocals, vocalization. That was music. Now, in today's time, people call rap music and stuff like that. I like listening to or instrumental. It's fair enough. I mean, just me personally, I think the rap industry they doing too much in the wrong ways, and the same thing with the singing. I don't like that. The way that they be some of their songs they be just doing too much in the wrong way. If I hear another song come out about somebody getting murdered and people are like, oh, this tough, I like it. It's like, all right, so why is we promoting murderers online? But if a murderer came in your house, you gonna be scared. You know what I'm saying? Somebody broke in your house finna murder you. You're not gonna be like, oh, you tough, dude. Yeah, bro. Go ahead and kill me now. Nah, you're not gonna be like that, bro. It's a murderer. And some people like, we don't listen to murderers. All right, so what about YB Melly? You feel me? What about him? He had to release that song Murder on My Mind. Some of y'all are his fans. Triple X Tentacion, murdered. Okay? Murderers. Somebody made a song of them murdering somebody and they got arrested because they actually murdered David. I know exactly what you're talking about. David. You feel me? Celeste. He literally he killed he killed his girlfriend. That's the dude he's talking about. And she was underage. That's why he did that. She was underage and she got pregnant. And he didn't want nobody to find out. So he murdered her, put her inside of the Tesla, a black Tesla. They took him to trial on it. At first, they didn't see him as a suspect until they got to doing a little deeper investigation. I think that was David. That was some black. He was I don't even like calling people black and white, but that's the only way most people get it in today's time. But he was like brown skin. You feel me? And he was on tour when it happened. Like, that's the same person you're talking about. But it's been several people to do that though. You know what I'm saying? Cause really nobody really black, nobody really white for real, for real. Like even me, I don't go by black. I'm brown. Really, really, really. Like this right here on the page, that's black. But I mean, hey, whatever floats people boats. 1995 or 1980 or 1970, 1960. If somebody called somebody black, they was ready to fight. But I guess not no more. You know what I'm saying? It was stupid to put it in the music video. Well, at least he got caught. Yeah. I do agree. I really feel like he put it in the music video because he probably felt like nobody was gonna pay attention, or he probably thought like people would think that it was metaphorical or symbolic. But the real thing that really went wrong was when he literally left that he put the Tesla in the junkyard with the body in it. He probably would have got away with it if he didn't have that body up in there. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to be, give any murderers any ideas on how to, get away with murder, but putting it in a music video and making a song about it most definitely was not the right move. Shaq, Shaq, he murdered several people. Shaquille O'Neal. I said that because of that commercial that is played. That I know you probably seen that commercial before. That the general, whatever the freak, the general save online or whatever freak he be saying on that mud, whatever stupid thing that dude be saying. But Shaquille O'Neal, the basketball player, he murdered several people. The way I found out, my friend told me, and I was like, yeah, I knew that song. That's crazy. He did that. And you know that song, what it was? I forgot how the one that people be playing in they shorts. They be playing it in they shorts and stuff. Oh yeah, it's like in the back of my mind, you died. That one. And I didn't even cry. That song right there, that's literally one of the songs he was talking about Celeste. You probably heard people utilize it on a short before if you scroll on YouTube. But yeah. And I be telling people when they use that sound, I be like, yeah, you using the sound of a song from a murderer, and then some people don't get it. They think I'm a conspiracy theorist. I'm like, bro, it's not a conspiracy theory if what I'm telling you is true. A theory is something that cannot be proven or has not been proven, such as the Big Bang Theory has not been proven, but for whatever reason, people treat it like it's a fact, right? That's the weird part right there. And then to go even deeper, this Earth, you feel me? Nobody know how the Earth really look. If you go online, you feel me, and type in pictures of the Earth, straight CGI gonna pop up. It's all gonna be CGI. NASA, they ain't went to no moon. This is all stuff I could prove, so and I have proven it. And that's another reason why I was getting so many people on TikTok. Cause I could prove everything I be telling people about with simple logic. And I don't even gotta pull up any data charts or anything like that. I can for some of those people that want to see stuff like that. But I just tell people certain facts in the sense of. My friend said that he would think people. My friend said that he would think people would think it was a prop. Oh, talking about with the Celeste murder thing. Yeah, he probably David on that part. He probably thought nobody was gonna catch on. Yeah, yeah. He probably thought nobody was gonna catch on. Like so many people will do music videos where they do like allegorical cross references to where the death or resurrection or murder of someone or something like that. So he probably just thought people was gonna just think it was allegorical. And no, the wild part is he he would have got away with it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to sound like the people from Scooby Doo, but he would have got away with it. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for, well, in this particular case, somebody in a junkyard that reported the Rican car. He would have real life got away with it, and people would have still been playing his songs. Well, they still playing his songs, and that's the part that's really weird to me, cause people be playing murderers. You feel me? They listen to murder music. You know what I'm saying? Love the jellyfish. Sorry to interrupt. No, you all good, fam. You all good. We just talking about how weird the world is right now. Well, that's what I'm talking about. If you want to listen, that's up to you. But people playing murderous music, and that's what they are pushing in the media. You know what I'm saying? And this is another reason why I did turn down the Illuminous ones, cause they wanted me to entertain people, but a lot of y'all, I saw Speed know what he got to do to get all that money. He got a lot of y'all. If he's the exact moment he stopped lying, like Casanet, he gonna be cooked. Casanet got a whole nother thing going now. And I ain't gonna say Kai got tired of lying to y'all, but he had to go. Y'all know he literally went on that break for a little while and he wasn't doing no content. Then he come back and then now he magically deliciously wanna design clothes. It's like Casanet, boy, you ain't got a fashion bone in your body, but you out of nowhere just trying to design clothes. You know what I'm saying? Which I really think that's about, man. I know what it's about. You feel me? I know what it's about. But do y'all know what it's about? You feel me? It's kind of be scary to be famous because if you mess up one thing, your whole life is like messed up. Like if you're just online and you do something wrong and embarrass yourself, everything wrong, it doesn't make sense. Yeah. And that's another reason why I told people fame is most definitely overrated. You feel me? Most people keep in mind when it comes to famous people, majority of them you most people that are literally taking in famous people content is because of other people that they see engaging with the content. This is like a kind of like a monkey see monkey do environment, especially when it's kind of like online, right? Most people that are famous, they're not really famous because they were skilled. You know what I'm saying? It's either they did promotions, you feel me, or they had a company that could promote them or sponsor them, or in another case, when it gets darker, some people sell their souls. Like literally, I'm not. It's not. That's not a metaphor. Like that is real. That goes down. I've seen several people change. My homeboy No Cap, his soul gone, bro. My brother, he reached out to him a few days ago. No Cap, he seen the comment. You feel me? Iconics, what it do, fam? I remember you. What's up? And keep in mind, I be telling y'all, if y'all pop up in my live streams often, I will remember y'all, bro. It's just sometimes people don't be, they pop up here and there. I might forget you, but if I read your name more like oftenly, I most definitely remember you. But what it do, Iconics? Thank you for passing by, fam. And you pass by, you ain't even drop a like, bro. Violation. Violation. I know your name, and you ain't drop a like. Violation. Real violation. Appreciate it, Gango. Oh, India, what it do, fam? I thought you were gonna be mad at me. What's up, fam? So I love jellyfish. I also want to apologize for speaking rude to you. I shouldn't have said anything, or I should have worded it differently, in a better way. India, thank you, family. You feel me? Thank you. Nice to see you again. I knew I was gonna see you again, though. You feel me? But I appreciate you for at least apologizing. And if I did say anything that made you mad, you feel me? My bad. But I do appreciate you for stopping by. That takes a lot of, like humbleness to actually do that. You know what I'm saying? So I vibe with you for life for that, fam. Appreciate you, Andy. As a woman, I haven't spoke to you like that. Oh, see, appreciate you, gang. I gotta chop it up with you, like offside of YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, outside of YouTube. That's if you down with that. Like, you know. Well, I do appreciate you stopping back by, fam. Most definitely. Most definitely, fam. But yeah, y'all, I've been like several places, y'all. So I've seen like several stuff, y'all. Said, dang, gotta go. See ya. People love the energy there, and you create create a love to see ya. Appreciate it, fam. No problem. Well, if you are finna dip, most definitely enjoy the rest of your night. Stay blessed. You know what I'm saying? Saying thank you for forgiving me. Yeah, forgiving. I'm a forgiving soul. You know what I'm saying? But I do understand, like, some subjects do be a little sensitive, you know what I'm saying? So if I ever do go over anything sensitive, just let me know. Just be like, yo, this is a little sensitive subject. Just let me know. But a lot of the stuff that I be trying to tell people about is because I seen a lot of people get hurt. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really be fun to watch people get hurt. Can I see the dragon from earlier? Oh, this one. I think that's the only other dragon that I've been doing. You feel me? Yeah, you already know it's five, fam. But yeah, y'all. So when I turned down the Illuminati and stuff like that, y'all, a lot of stuff started getting weird. You know what I'm saying? Coming from like TikTok, you know what I'm saying, to YouTube, it's even more weird because going from like over 50,000 views, you know what I'm saying, in 1 minute on a live stream to go to like 60 per live, you know what I'm saying, an hour is a little weird. Have I ever drawn Rayquaza before from Pokemon? Honestly, I'm not a big Pokemon person, you know what I'm saying, but I'll write it down for you and I'll draw that out, you know what I'm saying. But who that is? Rayquaza. All right, I got a whole huge list. Wait, no, I gotta do that. That I just be doing on my spare time. You feel me? But I've literally seen people literally change. You know what I'm saying? Money change to a bunch of people. Like no cap. Like that's my boy right there. But I seen money change him. You know what I'm saying? Cause he's literally we from the same city. You know what I'm saying? I went to school with no cap. And before he got famous, people they didn't believe he was gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? Right? They didn't know he was gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? But oh yeah, I'm gonna read your comment too. Don't worry. But they didn't know No Cap was gonna make it. But I remember No Cap. He used to I used to sit there and listen to his like him like when he writes something, he'll come and tell me. He'll be like, "Twin, hold up, my bad, fam. Let me read your comments real quick." What made me upset was that you commented on my artwork, something I did with pen. I painted over it. I created in 20 minutes, fast paced. I felt like it was rude to ask if I needed tips. That wasn't my best work. You didn't even compliment what I did. Pass it. I feel that, fam. I feel that. My bad. All right. So look. Now, when I was saying, did you need any tips? I wasn't saying like it just looked it bad or anything like that. It's just because I like to draw. I seen you drew, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, shit, maybe we could draw together, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of what I was thinking, honestly. Right? I wasn't trying to just be like, yeah, like your art just is not good, so I don't want you to take it like that. But I was just more so saying, like, if you did want any tips or anything like that, because I do, I'm a fast sketcher too, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? So I did it very fast. I mean, faster though. I didn't even try that much. I mean, I feel you. I feel you. I draw fast too. You know what I'm saying? Actually, factually, majority of my art is drawing fast. I got like sketchbooks. Let me show you some of my sketches real quick so you can see what I'm talking about. Cause fast is my forte. You feel me? I mean, some stuff needs to be done slow, but for the most part, I like doing stuff fast. So let me show you these real quick. These are my 2 minute sketches to 7 minute sketches. You feel me? These are 2 minute to 7 minute sketches. Now if I just flip through these, none of these took none of these took that long. I'm a fast paced drawer, and I wasn't trying to make it look all pretty in none of these. Like these are all just fast paced stuff. You know what I'm saying? So if you are wanting to be a speed freak with the pen or pencil or anything like that, I most definitely got you on that. All these are super fast paced. None of these took longer than 7 minutes, guaranteed. And these was ones I was doing on TikTok live streams. So all these are fast paced and take that long on them. You know what I'm saying? That just I draw fast and slow. It depends on how I feel at that moment, or if I just if I'm just vibing. Let me show you some of my 30-second ones. These my 30-second sketches. 30 seconds. No, no. 10. 10 seconds, actually. 10 seconds. Cause I got one of these videos on my YouTube right now. You can go and check out like the 10-second video, like this one right here, 10 seconds. All these 10 seconds. I remember that. All these 10-second pages. Feel me? So really, I was just more so just saying I wanted to vibe with you. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You do art, I do art. You feel me? Most definitely do some great stuff, and I sell art. You feel me? So I sell art. The last art piece that I did sold for $400, but really $450, cause dude gave me $50 more than I was expecting. So I'm saying we could make money now, but we can make bread. And also, just so you know, India, because I don't want you not knowing my name. I don't want you not knowing my actual name. My name is Versace. Here go my driver license. Now I'm not lying. Boom. See that? What up? Boom. That's my name. My name Versace. And I told people I've been famous. People just be thinking I be playing. So, and this guy's probably this the one out I really don't like out of all these super fast ones. You feel me? But all these other ones are the super fast sketches that are just they done. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends now. You feel me? But But I do vibe with you though, you feel me? So I ain't mad at you though. I ain't mad at you. So let's go ahead and do some more some quick sketches. Nah, you know what? I'm gonna do this with this. I'm gonna do this with this one. So people can actually see. Nah, I'm gonna just show you a little bit of my speed with sketching, cause you know what I'm saying. Like we really just got it on lock. You feel me? You know, it gotta be like super long. None of these procedures. See that? We already got it going. That's that speed right out, man. Real talk. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. See, see, this is the wild part, cause I could draw both sides. I could draw both ways. You know what I'm saying? So I do vibe with that. We hear you, man. I mean, then that's art. That's already really done for real. That wasn't even that long. This was like a literally, bro, 20-second sketch right there. You feel me? So we ain't gotta take our time on it. Not at all. Not at all. You feel me? I could really leave this one alone for real. If it's like they were like that was like about what I would say that 30. I'd say about 36 right there. So I'm gonna do it like a boom. Ain't no cap in my rap. You feel me? About 40 seconds right here. I try to use the freaking live thing as a timer. You know what I'm saying? Boom. I have a question. Are you going to do the German Shepherd in this live or another? I'm not trying to rush you. I'm most likely gonna do it in another one. You feel me? Nah, but I could do it right now actually. Actually, it really don't take that long. So I go ahead and do a German Shepherd. So that's okay. I'll get it for you. German Shepherd. All right, so we're gonna do a German Shepherd, y'all. We're gonna speed draw this. You feel me? In all honor and homage to India for this one. Let me stop playing with you, bro. Before she blow me up. Like, yeah, let me stop playing with you, bro. Before she real like come blow me up, man. Versace, bro, you talking shit? Hey, bro, look. So, to draw a German Shepherd, we gonna go with it right there, yeah. They got little long faces. They tongue out tight time like that. Let's put the eyebrows up right here. And German Shepherds usually got that, their mouth usually be black for real, for real. They kind of ride up their face like that. And they do like that. And they usually got a good little collar on like that. You feel me? And then they go about right here. And some of them may be like when they lay down like this. Let's see. Yeah, I could have waited to do this, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do it since you know it ain't gonna take that long. It ain't gonna take that long. Actually make his feet just a little bit longer. Just to fit the actual longevity of the German Shepherd's body. Then they got them fluffy tails and their arms. Usually, well, they lands, he lands. So put his arms all right. Now we got the shepherd already going. And that ain't even take that long. Like a few seconds, for real, for real. The German Shepherd. I mean, I guess that's the difference between me and other people. I'm actually professional, so usually stuff like this don't take me that long. It said, bro, you draw a dog better than I could. I draw like a stick dog. I mean, it's just a lot of this stuff I've pretty much already drawn before. So it's kind of real easy for me to do, especially when it goes to like fast natures. You know what I'm saying? It just don't really be hard, you know what I'm saying? Not at all. Not at all. And like, I think I'm gonna make the tail right here dark. And then I'm gonna just pull it up like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give him like a little fuzzy hair. Cause you know, some German Shepherds got that little fuzz to it. And let me give him some little eyebrows. Yeah, feel me? Boom. I mean, that's pretty much it's pretty much all they wrote. Yeah. I mean, I could keep all detailing the German Shepherd, but I'm just saying, like, you know, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, It was a pretty straightforward one right here. I vibe with these German Shepherds, bro. These one of my favorite dogs though, so I kind of spend a lot of time looking at them. My favorite dog, I would have to say, got to be a husky. I don't know. It's actually kind of hard for me to pick my favorite dog. Now that I think about it, because German Shepherds on the list. Who else on the list? Dobermans, most definitely are on the list. Uh, what's a small dog that I like? I don't want to name just straight big dogs. Let's see. I like Yorkies. They pretty cool. Uh, little bulldogs. They always fun to play with. Only thing I don't like about bulldogs is they slob too much. But other than that, they be chilling. But yeah, I vibe with the dogs. I vibe with them. So yeah, there we go, y'all. Boom. The reason why I asked for a German Shepherd is because I have one named Tito, Tyson. That's a pretty cool name. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's a cool name. I ain't never heard that name before. That's why I say that. Because usually some people name their dog like Carl or something like that, or freaking Biscuit, or something stupid. But I vibe with it. You actually gave your dog a different name, and I'm pretty sure your dog most definitely make you laugh and all type of stuff like that. Because naming animals are highly important. You know what I mean? Highly important. Let's see real quick. Go back to the music. We're gonna get some Japanese zen going on there. You feel me? Get some of that zen going. Like me personally, I like getting that high energy. I got like a huge amount of energy. But right now I'm just this my shit. This I'm just chilling. You feel me? Uh, so that's kind of why some people gotta know like I'm not really a super enthusiastic sounding person, but I really be vibing. You know what I'm saying? That's something y'all need to know about me. Do I have a dog? Nope, I do not have a dog. I used to have a dog, but Bambino is not with me anymore. So I got to get another dog. And Bambino, he was named by my auntie. I didn't name him Bambino. I would have named him something different. But my auntie, she was like, yo, you could have Bambino if you want him. And I'm like, shoot, give me Bambino, why? He was a cool little dog. It's a cool little dog. He had like these greenish, bluish eyes. What type would I get? I probably 9 times out of 10. I might get a wolf. I'm not gonna cap to you. I real life might get a wolf. Even though technically they're not necessarily dogs. I mean, they're in the same family. I mean, technically, well, we could call a wolf a dog, but I'm just saying, most people that are like animal enthusiasts be like, well, a wolf is a wolf and a dog is a dog. But I probably would get a wolf. But if I had to pick like a more domesticated dog, it might be either a husky, a German Shepherd, or a Rottweiler or a Doberman. It's got to be a big dog. Can I do a small golden retriever? Yep, I could. I really could. I really could. You mean like a golden retriever puppy or something like that? A wolf dog is kind of like a husky. Or would a husky be like a wolf dog? I just vibe with the nature of the wolf. I feel like I'll be more because I'm a strong natured person, so I don't need a weak animal. You know what I'm saying? And I am gonna get some exotic animals too, y'all. Like I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna get probably two cheetahs. Cheetahs are my favorite animals ever. It's a cheetah. I just like them. You feel me? And I think I'll be a real good cheetah owner. But the thing is with the cheetah, I don't want to get one until I get a whole bunch of land. You feel me? Because cheetahs need to run. You can't get a cheetah and just have it in the house. That's not right. Am I a water person or a land person? Hmm. I I like both. I know that's not the question. I gotta pick one, but I would prefer to be on the land. I guess if it's my preference. You have a small golden retriever. His name is Kiro, and he's very fluffy. Oh, is that an anime name? Did you get the name from anime? I love the water though. That's kind of why I said it's a hard one. You know what I'm saying? I love being in the water, but if I had to choose, like if I was stuck to be at sea or on land, I most definitely would want to be on land. Cause the reason why is because being at sea and during a storm, I don't think that'll be just a fun time for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the waves get bigger and all that stuff like that, it gets more violent. It's just, it's not casual type time. Now, if I was in a big ship, I probably wouldn't care because the likelihood of me sinking it's way less likely. And you said, how am I so good at drawing? This is you looking at probably like over 20 years of art experience. You feel me? For y'all that don't know, I'm 26. Next year I'll be 27. So you're looking at literally over 2 decades of art experience. And that's more in a lighter case because it's literally a decade and a half. Because I've been drawing since I was like one, since I could hold a pen or a pencil or crayon or whatever. And I used to hold my utensils like this, like when I was little. I used to like, I was one of those. I was one of those babies, bro. Yeah, I didn't have any sense of how did I used to write. I used to write weird too. I used to write like this. Like that's how I used to write when I was little. And the teacher was like, hold your pencil like this. I was like, that's like no, no. But yeah, that's just a little fun fact about me. When I was little, I used to hold the pencil like a freaking psycho killer out this mud. Freaking stab somebody with that mud. I real life used to be like this at first, and I switched to like this, and then I was just, I just let it hang. No diddy. Y'all, I got some real funny stories about my life, but for this, some of that gotta wait till like more people get on YouTube, cause I got some real funny stories, bro. But I do share here some here and there. You feel me? But I got real funny stories. And keep in mind, me holding the pencil wrong was not me, saying that was the funny story, cause I didn't tell a story. You feel me? With that one, I just told y'all how I held my pencil. It had to get corrected. Which it really is. It's no wrong way to hold a pencil, y'all. So I'm not one of those people. But we just vibing. I ain't gonna cap. I'm vibing. Just this German Shepherd right now. I'm vibing with it. And the wild part is I drew this without erasing, so that's wild. I mean, it's a good feature right there. I don't really need erasers, which does, set me apart from a lot of other artists. 'Cause some artists, boy, they live by that eraser, boy. They need that much. But me personally, hey, it's all just details to me. A little bit of detailing. Let me join like a little. Let's draw about with a beach ball or something like that, right? I ain't draw a beach ball in so long. I almost forgot about them, bro. I don't know what made me think about a beach ball. So I'm just like, draw a beach ball by the dog. I'm like, okay, intrusive thought. And it's one of them thoughts that definitely won. Intrusive thought to just put a beach ball by the dog for no reason. Just know most dogs enjoy playing with the toys and stuff like that. I always envision, most German shepherds are pretty playful. You feel me? Boom. Bro, when I was little, I drew on the wall, and I spelled my last name P&K in his parks. That's funny. It'd be like that. You know what I'm saying? I be looking at some of my childhood stuff that I did. Like my mom, she got some of my like cards that I wrote out for her. And I just be like, I used to write like that and misspell stuff very often. But I guess it's kind of a part of learning. Especially my art. My art, I mean, it wasn't just trash when I was growing up. Like if I drew something, it kind of looked similar to it, but it just similar to whatever I was trying to aim for. But I do see a lot of growth from my art. When I look at my old art since from my childhood, I still got art from like 10 years ago, 20 years ago. So it's like, I definitely do see the progress. So, which I do be grateful for that. You feel me? And right now I'm just detailing right now. I'm just having fun with this one now. But other than that, I mean, this not bad for a no erase German Shepherd. You know what I'm saying? I would say to not erase and to draw this with a freaking pigment liner. That's wild work right there. And I feel like I reached a level of art maturity. You feel me? I would say, because exponentially, uh, my art is just significantly get. I would say it's getting better as the years go by. But sometimes I do get bored drawing, y'all. But it's only from the sense of most of the stuff that I've pretty much already drawn. So I kind of be trying to draw something I haven't drawn before, and it's kind of hard since I've drawn so much stuff. And the really only way I can get introduced to something new is if it's like a new TV show or something like that. But if it's like Marvel or anything like that, I pretty much already know it. You drew a fish getting bonked on the head. That's pretty funny. Yeah, you gotta love them little you know, little funny little arts, little fun little doodles and sketches and stuff like that. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I gotta make this nose black. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Now you're looking like a happy little dog. Let's draw like a little bowl right here. Let's draw a bowl right next to the dog. So and fill it with some water. Cause we don't want them just to be sitting there with an empty bowl. Can't do your dog like that now. The dog and back literally just get super thirsty out of nowhere. He goes to the bowl, there's no water. He's like, no, I need that water up off your master. If I could make a freaking dog translator, I would. Cause I really do be wondering what they be thinking sometimes. Cause you know, I like to do the little thing where I like do dialogue, well, voiceovers for some animals. But the thing is, when I be doing voiceovers for animals, especially in person, it literally look like that's what they saying and what they thinking. And sometimes when I be talking for certain dogs, they ears will perk up like they look at me like, oh, you understand what I'm saying, and I gotta let them know I'm like, yo, I honestly most likely don't, but if I am close to what you're thinking, that would be kind of funny. But I'm good at reading dog body language though. I guess that's kind of what the thing is. It's really more so about reading the body language of the dogs because they speak. It's just a lot of it is just body language, posture. A lot of it's tail movements or barking. You know, barking is another way they speak, but most people don't understand the barks. And so dogs have different barks. So do pay attention to your dog's tones. You know how they their pitches. Pay attention to how they tail wags. Cause you know not every tail wag is a happy tail wag, which is a big misconception about dogs. Is if they're wagging their tail, they're happy. A dog could be wagging their tail right before they bite you. Real talk. Most people do feel like, oh, yeah, tail wag means happy dog. You know, if I had a tail, I most definitely would be wagging that mug. No cap. It's just in the sense of their expression. Some tails, you know, they do you have the voiceovers on your YouTube channel? No, I was just talking about just like in person. Like if I'm chilling like with some of my friends or family, or if I meet a stranger and they got a dog, and I'm looking at them like analyze something, I have voiceover for them. But I could do some videos on YouTube with it. You feel me? I think people like seeing stuff like that. But mine's would just probably if I did videos like that, I'd probably just make it funny, just to make people laugh. But yeah, I do a lot of different stuff. I most definitely I train dogs though, so that's another thing. I'm real good at dog training. Like I could teach a dog how to do whatever I want, including open doors. Like my last dog, Bambino, he learned how to open a bag of Doritos. I am not capping. And it's not like he ripped it open. No, like, no, no. Please, y'all understand. My dog, he did the viral chip bag hack, and this is what it literally still perplexes me to this very day because I remember I literally left my house. I go outside, they go on my porch for a little while, and I come back because I didn't put him in his cage, and I come back and dude literally opened my bag of Doritos. But let me show y'all a little description of how he opened it. A normal dog, when they open a bag of Doritos, is going to be ripped. Okay. But my dog, on the other hand, he literally, I promise y'all, I cannot forget this ever. He sandwiched. He put the bag like on the couch or whatever, and he gets to eating. He opened the bag of chips like a person would. But you know, like a regular bag of chips is usually about, let's see, it's like this, and then it'd be like, it's pretty big, you know what I'm saying? And it's like a bag of chips, right? But he somehow compacted the bag after he opened it. Like the chips are in there, and he was literally eating from the bag like it's a bowl. You know what I'm saying? So when I came back, all I seen was the empty bag of chips, right? And he got it crunched up, just displayed on his hand, like well paws or whatever. And he's sitting there just licking his lips like it was the best bag of chips he has ever eaten. And the way he opened the bag of chips, I couldn't even get mad at bro. I couldn't even get mad at dude, bro. Cause are you even a dog? You just perfectly opened the bag of chips and you just eating it, bro. I didn't even get mad at him. I didn't even get mad at him. I'm just like, bro, let me know, bro. I don't care what nobody say, but you gotta be a human in the dog body, cause that's just not normal dog activity. For you to open the bag of chips without ripping it, you're a dog. You don't have hands, my boy. How you achieve that? I had severe questions from Bambino that he refused to answer. He just pretended like he didn't know what was going on. Nah, bro, you know what I'm talking about there. But yeah, that was my dog right there. I miss Bambino. That was my boy. So now I'm on a hunt for another dog, but I kind of, you know, want a very, very, very good dog. I kind of want a dog that matches my personality, which I can say Bambino. He didn't start off matching my personality, but he kind of grew to my personality persona. Because when he was like real little, he was clumsy, and Bambino, the name Bambino means clumsy. You feel me? And my auntie named him Bambino. So whatever you name your dog, it most definitely have an effect on their personality. And I've met dogs named Zeus, and pretty much every dog that I met named Zeus had a strong bark. You feel me? Like powerful bark. Like I mean, roo type time. I'm trying not to be too loud right now because it is literally 2 o'clock, 2 2 a.m. You know what I'm saying? 2 a.m. type time. So I do just be trying not to. During certain times I don't raise my voice. You feel me? I go into like a reservative energy mode. So right now, y'all just getting a chill voice right now. that chill vibe. I think I want to add some more stuff up on this because I mean, the more I add to it, I'm getting carried away. Should I do a baby golden retriever next? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Let me go ahead and do that baby golden retriever. Let's see. Maybe he held it down and pulled the part where you pulled it. What's his mouth? Yep, that's most likely what he did. Most likely. Cause I mean, he used to watch me and my brother like open chips so much, so I'm pretty sure he caught a hold of the concept real fast, real fast. And I really do vibe with smart dogs. I like dogs that are smart because if they smart, then they show good signs. All right, so we're gonna do a golden retriever puppy. Now, golden retrievers, they're a lot more soft. You feel me looking? But for it to be a puppy, we gotta give them like little cute little features, of, little tiny features. So let's make some little cute little fluffy puppies. And I'm gonna draw like his eyelashes. My dogs are dumb. Oh dang! Well, you gotta teach them. You gotta teach them. They can learn. But Bambino, I think the reason why Bambino was such a smart dog because me and my brother we always be on the pursuit of learning stuff. Like on my spare time, I'm always trying to learn something, even if like even if it's something like small. You know what I'm saying? Every day I try to learn something, right? So my dog most definitely picked up on that. So your dog's pretty much gonna be they gonna reflect what you on. You know what I'm saying? Like play and Kira's a bit smarter than my other dog, Tiffany, Cairo. No, I mean that makes sense. One dog's named Kiro or Cairo, and the other one's named Tiffany. Me personally, I have not met a smart Tiffany yet. I'm not gonna cap to you. I'm not. Hey, no offense to the name Tiffany, but I haven't met a smart Tiffany yet. You feel me? But it be like that. So we can get him a little puppy, puppy, puppy body, puppy, puppy body right here. And please don't take offense when I say your dog's gonna practically be what you want, but it's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not teaching your dogs, that's your fault. Real talk. You gotta teach them. You have to. Playing is fun and all, but all they think about is play. They're not gonna know how to survive when you're gone. Later, I have to go come back later. Well, that's if I'm still live streaming, cause I've been live. This has been a 3 hour live stream, which I'm not sure if y'all can see how long the live has been going, but this has been going for a pretty long time. But most definitely we'll see you around, and whatever you doing, most definitely stay safe. And thank you for stopping by. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for stopping by. For Shody. And really, I think, to be honest, I think I really gotta make his mouth a little bit more tiny. Let's do that. Make it a little bit more tiny. There we go. Now then, let's give it some, you know, texture to the eyeballs. I like golden retrievers too. They're most definitely in my favorites upon dogs. Cause they just be so cute, you know what I'm saying? They be cute and they funny. Gaming artist, what's up, family? What you do, man? Thanks for stopping by. Make sure you drop a like on the live stream. Yeah, feel me? Make sure you drop a like on that live stream, buddy. What you do? Wait, what's going on? That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, did I not say hi? Like, what the hell's going on? Can they not hear me out this mud? Is their audio going? Yeah, they's tweaking. On that one, they's tweaking. They's most definitely. And I don't know, y'all. I think that's weird. But I do remember who they are though. So that's weird. Please don't turn into that person. That, even if I didn't say hi, that's not how you get a hi. You know what I'm saying? Let's just figuratively just be like, yeah. Let's say if I didn't say hi, like trying to demand me to say hi like that. Yeah, nah. I don't vibe with that. I don't appreciate that at all. You know what I'm saying? Cause let's say like, what if I was having a bad day? What if I just wasn't talking? Right? That goes into what I was saying earlier. Even when I be doing, sometimes I do live streams where I'm just not talking, and if that's how people gonna respond, you know what I'm saying? I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if I wasn't talking, you shouldn't just try to force me to talk. For me. But in their case, their audio was messed up, so they probably didn't mean no harm by that. But I'm just saying. My dog Tiffany has 3 legs, and you call her IHOP? Oh dang. Munchkin said draw a husky. You asking me to draw something you did not like the live stream, you are in violation. You are in violation, fam. You ain't even subbed and you asked me to draw stuff. Violation. You just joined the live and hey, draw a husky. You ain't like the live stream and you ain't subbed. You in violation, fam. But that's funny, y'all call y'all dog IHOP. You know what I'm saying? That's wild. That's a whole wild feat right there. Literally. Like, wait, where'd the draw a husky person go? There they go. I subbed and like now. Now draw a husky. Dang, that's wild. That means you only subbed and like so I draw the husky, and you know what's gonna happen? After I draw the husky, you're gonna unsub and you're never gonna I'm never gonna see you again. Yeah, I've dealt with some of y'all like that, you know. I've dealt with some of y'all, man. Nah. Now you saying please? I'm saying y'all manners be all out of whack, man. That's what I'm saying. Like what's going on? Come on, y'all. I'm just saying, y'all can't get mad at me if I don't want to do something after you know, I realized I'm being commanded. Said, bro, you good at join? Appreciate it, fam. Appreciate it, fam. See, look, now they took their like back because I didn't draw the husky. Man, get your controlling ass out of here, bro. You ain't never been told no before, bro, and it show that, bro. That ain't right, bro. I'm just saying, bro. What the people just be they be tweaking, man. And then when I address that they tweaking, now I'm the bad guy, right? And just like you said to the other person in the comment, they could at least asked properly, but they didn't. You know what I'm saying? That's not right, man. That ain't right. Yeah, I already know they left. I ran into people like that before. I ran into people like that before. But I'm just saying, it's common courtesy if you join somebody's live stream and you like their art, it's common courtesy to like the live and then try to communicate with them, right? They just be people skipping steps, you feel me? So that's why I address stuff like that. Ain't nothing against particular individuals, but it just when I see people, tweaking, I call stuff what it is. You feel me? But what tends to happen is whenever I see somebody do something wrong and I call it out, they just try to pretend like I'm the bad guy. You know what I'm saying? But it's just you want a fishy. We gonna put a fish in a we gonna put a fish in the bowl. Nah, I gotta draw a cup. Let's draw a cup real quick. Look, we're gonna draw a cup, right? We're gonna draw a clear cup. Let's do a fish, right? We're gonna do a clear cup. Alright, y'all. So we can see this fish. Alright, so hey, yo, this fish is funny. Oh, I like this fish. We draw a little fish right here. There we go. Boom. We drew a fish. That's funny. Boom. It's a little fishy. Alright, so yeah, some people most definitely is a fish out of water. Sick drawing skills, bro. Appreciate it, fam. But you ain't even like the live stream. The reason why I say it like that is because YouTube got to know that you like it. You feel me? They not gonna know you like it just from you typing it. It's all analytics, man. You wish you was this good, man. You could be good, bro. You could be good. All you gotta do is really just I don't want to just say something as simple as just draw because it ain't that simple. But anything you draw, you can change it into something good. Let me explain. I mean, we're right here. Clearly, this is clearly meant to look good. So let me show you some examples. All right. So let's say if I did something like that. All right. Clearly, what the hell is it? Right. What did I just put on this page? I don't know what I put on the page. I just did this for demonstrational purposes, just to show you how easy it is to make something that looks bad good. Right here, we don't have any concept to really go off of, right? But here's what you do is, look at this. See that? See this? How I just did something so simple and now it's finna look like a character. We finna fill all this in right here. And just shade all that black. See what I'm saying? Now you got a whole head, right? I mean, this is an example of how easy it is to really draw. You know, you just gotta really know what you're going for. You know what I'm saying? So we just took this and we turned it into pretty much a head. We're gonna draw like the ear right here. Let's draw the shirt right here. Let's draw a nose. Simple, simple nose. I mean, hey, I'm not doing too much because you know I don't want people to get lost and be like, oh, you doing fancy stuff now. But all right, so look, now we're gonna draw half half ovals for the top of the eyelids, right? You see what I'm saying? Like, then look, just draw little circle eyes. It's just that simple. Then you give them eyebrows. Then you give them eyebrows. Now you got a whole character. You feel me? Boom. You see, you didn't see the hunched over guy. Yeah, it be like that. And look, I'm just saying, like these concepts, this is stuff that you could really build off of, fam. See how I literally just took something that was completely, it seemed random, and I just made a character out of it? You do the same thing, but I'm gonna do a little bit more structured format so you can, see, right? So let's do a circle. If you could draw a circle, you could draw what I'm finna draw. All right, let's start off with a circle, right? I mean, this is simple stuff. When I be telling people art is real easy, they be like, no, it's not, because they be looking at my finished products and being like, oh man, it's hard. But nah, look. So what we're gonna do right here is we're gonna draw half circles. Feel me? Oh yeah, go ahead and grab that notebook. You don't need that. You don't need that. I'm gonna do quite a few of these. You know what I'm saying? Just to show people how easy it is to actually build your own characters and start your own characters. And if you can literally just do simple shapes, then I can teach you how to draw. If you could draw a line, I can teach you how to draw. Real talk. You ain't even gotta know how to do nothing fancy. All you need to know how to do is draw a line, and I can teach you how to draw with lines. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, because I've already taught millions of people, just not on YouTube. You feel me? So, all right. So we can get that mode out. You know? And you might be like, "Well, this is just a simple smiley face." What are my drawings, bro? You from America? Are you a foreigner? But I'm doing like little demonstrations, little art demonstrations. Um, just simple demonstrations. All right, and you could give him like little hair right here. And I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do another reset. Just let me know when you got your notebook out, and I reset on the tut. This is relaxing low key. Oh yeah, we gonna keep that chill vibe every time. Can I draw a dead squirrel next to Kiro? Is fine. If no, he likes to hunt squirrels. I got out. You gonna draw a dead squirrel next to Kiro? What type of dog is Kiro? Wait, is Kiro? That's the husky. I mean the retriever. I drew a gross face, which I like doing. Okay. Or Ghostface. Ghostface. They gotta be Ghostface. Like the dude from Scary Movie, I think. Or Scream or whatever freak it is. And for that other person, they didn't even respond to nothing. Oh no, gross. Okay, 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 gross. All right, pause it. But I asked that other person if they was a foreigner because they didn't. What are you drawings, bro? You feel me? Like that's not proper English. That's why I asked him if they was a foreigner. Oh, he's the golden retriever. Okay, I could draw a dead squirrel next to it. With a squirrel like a. Oh, they got like little bodies. They're gonna be like that, and we're gonna just yep, gonna put it right here. Yeah, all right. So we put the dead squirrel right here. You know, dead squirrely. They got these little fluffy little tails, so let's make it fluffy. And y'all, I'm gonna read the comments again. Hold on. Read that chat. I draw really big eyes and mouths that don't fit on the face. That's wild. I mean, there's nothing wrong with drawing like dis- disproportionate faces. Matter of fact, drawing stuff like that will actually help you get better at drawing. Yeah, we gotta get on there. Little funny little squirrel. All right. Now to the other person that was up in here. Did you got your sketch pad yet, bro? I'm trying to go. I'm trying to give you a little few ideas now. Cause YouTube, the reading meter don't be reading properly. Sometimes it just be saying whatever number it want to say at that point. And I guess with disproportionate faces, I mean that's a thing. I like drawing like weird looking faces. So, oh, you got the sketch pad out now? Okay, all good. Well, I guess you joined right in time. All right, so uh, what we gonna do is draw like a shape like this. You don't got to look exactly like what I'm doing, but just some in a similar nature. Just do like really just go down, go like right here, you go up and then swoop it that way. Then the next step, we're gonna go from here, right? And we're gonna go and connect that right here. Now what we're doing right now is this is gonna be the layout for a head, okay? And to indicate really more to help you see, we're gonna put a C. Put a C on the side of the head to make an ear, right? A C. So the next thing you want to do is, because keep in mind we have the head. Now keep in mind the head is the head. You add the hair or whatever, but try to keep your pencil light. Okay. It looks like a jelly bean. Yeah, draw a jelly bean. Exactly. And draw a jelly bean. Draw a kidney bean, a pinto bean, lima bean, whatever type of bean you got to think of it as. You draw that bean. You feel me? Is that just me? No, I would say this looks like a bean. You could say it's a bean. All right, so the next thing you want to do, all right, draw a line right here, just a simple line, right? Cause we're doing an eyebrow, okay? Just do an eyebrow. Okay. Now for this other eyebrow, since the head is shaped like this, we're gonna do a smaller eyebrow. And it doesn't matter if it goes out of the head because this is a cartoon character. Okay, it doesn't have to be realistic. And you just put some lines up in there. You just hey, put some lines up in there, bro. You do them lines. Do as many as you want. You go crazy with the lines, bro. Just fill them ones all the way in. Do as many as you want, fam. Should look like this, right? Or something similar, right? Now we're gonna do a nose. So what we're gonna do is come down from this brow over here and just swoop it out just a little bit. Now, if you want to get a long nose, hey, make the nose as long as you want. But if you're just trying to follow what I'm doing, just do a little swoop, and we're gonna curve it. Okay, that's all we doing. We're gonna do a little swoop, and we're gonna curve it. Okay, that's it. You don't want to overthink it or nothing. Now, once you have the nose swooped and curved, okay, we're gonna give him just a little mouth. Okay, just a little mouth. You could draw him smiling, happy, dappy, whatever you want to do. But if you following the tut, just give him a little mouth. Okay. And tut means it's short for tutorial. That's what I say tut. I'm pretty sure it ain't. That's not a normal thing that everyone does. But I just say tut. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to this eye, right? Go a little bit under that brow, right? And just draw a line. Okay. And to do the same thing on this side, but just a shorter line. One's gonna be a longer line, and the other one's gonna be short because the side of the head is this way, right? And this side of the face is closer to us from perspective, so we have this line bigger for this eye. This eye is gonna be shorter because of the perspective point. Now, what you want to do is just draw a eye, right? Just draw some circles. Yep, it's a perspective thing. You are correct. So if you draw like these, one eye, draw this eye a little bit bigger than this one, because you want to keep it all in correlations to perspective. You're correct. All right. So if you want just uh, well, I like to call them like bead eyes. Limited agility is seen as $9,999. Also, why does it have a huge forehead? Because this is the head, man. It's a cartoon character, bro. Now this is what I call bean eyes, like where it's just black. But more standard of an eye is like this. All right. So if you want to do a standard eye, just do this. All right. Standard eye type. All right. Now you could draw some little blush lines for the character. Now we're gonna do his hair. You know what I'm saying? Now for the hair, and the reason why I drew the head this way, realistically for a real answer, is because you're not gonna see the whole head of your character unless you shave his head in your TV show or whatever the case may be. Then you gotta show his head. But characters usually have hair, so we're gonna go up, right, along the sideburns. We're gonna go around the line, and then just put it into context with his head, right? Now, for the simplicity of this tutorial, I'm not gonna give him some fancy hairstyle that you gotta keep up with me on. Just do a little fro. You feel me? Just do a little fro. You feel me? And with that fro, you just going from the ear, and you just pull it up, and then shade all that in, and then you tell me if you still see the head. If you're gonna be worried about the head after that. I mean, my touch real easy to follow. You feel me? And I do them like this because people trying to get better to draw. The first thing I don't want to do as an art teacher is to just teach them how to draw the most complex thing that I know how to draw. You know what I'm saying? That's not gonna help them. You know what I'm saying? But if you can if you can listen to what I'm telling you to do, in a sense of why and the placements and stuff, you're gonna be able to build off of this when I'm not there. You know what I'm saying? You will real life learn how to build these characters. You feel me? And the reason why you want to draw a bunch of variety shaped heads is because not everybody head is the same. You feel me? Like not everybody head is gonna be long like this. Not everyone's gonna have a small head like this. Not everyone's gonna have a huge head like that. So when you draw different heads, it helps with you with character development, right? Like this longer head, right? What type of character could I make out of this? Like a boom, right? And let's just use the same concepts of what I applied on this character. We're gonna apply it to these other characters, and you're gonna see exactly why I told you to do stuff the way I did. So let's not give him super hard eyes. We're gonna just do a line and a small line, just for perspective. All right, just for perspective. You see what I'm saying? A smaller ear. He got a big ear. Hey, let's do a small ear on this one. Let's see how it looks, right? Then we could give him a neck, right? Because keep in mind, every character does not suppose it's not gonna have the same head every time. Because if you did that with all your characters gonna look exactly the same. You're not gonna ever find no growth, right? So let's give him a line up and just boom. And the reason why I'm doing these simple hairstyles is because it's easy to follow. And let's give him a high fade, but one of them real deal old fashioned high tops. You feel me? Right? And just color all that in. You feel me? Boom. So now you got this character right here. Let's see what we want him. What type of expression? You just draw him with a regular stern look. And let's not forget eyebrows. And we give him little eyeballs, right? So we did that for these characters. So now let's go to this character. Gotta go. It's almost 3. So it's 2:42 a.m. where I'm at right now. But appreciate you for kicking it for a little while. You feel me? See you around. Most definitely. God bless. Style is nice, but definitely not the same as mine. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I know. Yeah, yeah. We will have different styles. You know what I'm saying? But the more you said it's almost 4 you at 4 a.m. Yeah, that's wild. But look, the styles you're going for, you can take all the tips that I'm giving you and apply it to your style, and it'll literally work the same or if not better. You know what I'm saying? And some people they do like little cross like guidelines when they draw, which is fine. Let's say we want to make this a more regular head, right? We could do these little small little guidelines and uh, you know give them 2 ears, right? Let's draw the face looking like straightforward. Draw a little shadow under the neck. which is like just literally copy the same exact shape of your chin and just put it a little bit under there, right? All right. Let's go like right there. For this character, we can just draw like it's a M for the lip, either cute guys or cute guys. Okay, fair enough. You can see the lips. You just draw like a M and another little M, depending on the lip type, because some lips actually don't make M's. Like some people's lips are thin, right? Some people have like super juicy, you know what I'm saying? Super juicy lips. So really, with all the lip types, you gotta kind of really play around with them. Uh, some people have the M lips, but theirs are super thin. So it'd be like, see what I'm saying? Like all these lips, you kind of gotta play around with all these different shapes. You gotta stretch stuff out. You gotta shrink stuff sometimes. Say for example, if, like some people got tiny lips, right? Now if you're drawing like a baby or something like that, small lips. I mean, it just depends on the type of character, the face, the gesture, right? You got certain different smiles, and some people's lips crack a different way when they smile, right? So you got to be able to capture that. But for this character, we're just gonna draw some M lips. That's it. That's it on that. Now for the nose, most people noses are kind of in the similar structure of their lips. So depending on the character, I would keep the nose kind of not wider than the lips. Now, if you're going for a character with a huge honker on their face, then do what you have to do. But you know what I'm saying? We just gonna keep it like straightforward, and the nose just pull that up. I mean, this is a lot of this stuff is real simple. Like it seems like just it seems like common sense, but I don't like saying stuff is common sense because if you haven't taught somebody how to do something, they will literally never know how to do it, right? So I'm gonna just draw some eyebrows, keep them all straight. Alright, bro, I just want to thank you for this lesson. I gotta go to bed, but I will definitely be watching your content later. All good, fam. Well, I will see you around, fam. Thank you for, allowing me to teach you a little something, something. Most definitely enjoy your day. Or, well, you slumber if you finna go to sleep, because I know it's summer. Y'all not in school right now. But I will see you around, fam. Most definitely. Appreciate you for stopping by. Boom. And then you can just say this color in right here. Boom. It's all the same, pretty much the same concept, y'all. Especially when coming to art. I mean, honestly, this stream has been going on. This stream is probably gonna be 4 hours, y'all. I don't even know if I'm gonna post this online, well, to the page, which I might. But a stream like this might take a little while to upload. But y'all, we just start out casually drawing. Gave a few tips, a few pointers for anybody that you know, wants to, learn. I'll see y'all around. But till then, y'all stay safe. Peace.